love how the first thing the stream heard is Lemon's wife. That's amazing.
She has a name. Also, Silas isn't centered, and it's freaking me out.
I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Little patch me up.
That was gonna fuck with me till the end of the.
Frank, is this the bit?
At the end of the moon.
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're live. We are live.
Bastard.
Okay. I think I assume Lemon can hear us still, so let's just do a little bit of a recap.
Yeah,
so it's going to be a little bit of a strange transition, but that's okay. This week we're going to be playing a little short-handed because I'm short and have two hands. Because we have because Ethan's just going to be sitting out for a little bit. So Nunu is going to basically, at the start of this session, we are going to have him separate from the group. He's going to find himself up a tower with his egg, which he will be very closely monitoring. Everybody else, I will have you guys kind of assume your positions as you were. And the recap from last session is that you slayed a dragon, which I think is pretty badass. You then took its hoard, including an egg, which Nunu is, again, just clinging on to. The rest of you... I don't know, actually, what the rest of you took. I think one of you got a cask, and Buru took literally every other piece of coinage.
What? Half of that.
Yeah, you took, like, the bottom third.
Yeah.
Buru took about 1,000 gold. Gantash took a cask with a pig head around it.
That's right.
Hog head. You gotta be accurate.
Got some dragon scales.
I have a hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I casually jumped 15 feet. And it was sick.
You did a little twirl.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Actually, that still is kind of an interesting role. That's kind of badass. Okay. So you guys have found yourselves back here. And the last thing that you heard was Dark holding up a large tattoo needle, the top of which has a kind of like a white mask, one that you would see almost at like a Phantom of the Opera kind of ball. And the eyes of the mask are a dark black pool of ink, which flow down almost like tears through a glass vial inside the needle down to the tip. And he asked, so who am I giving this to? And that's where you guys left off.
I know we had some discussions about this before, but do we know what that is? Like, has anybody mentioned what that is? I don't think so.
I have zero clue what it does.
They didn't specify what it did either
necessarily, but do we know that it's like, I know as a player what it is, but do we know as characters what it is?
You know that it's a magic tattoo. And you know that Tarkon has tattoos.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's like rolling a 2. It's like rolling a 2 on the check. It's a tattoo. Tarkon has a tattoo.
Tarkon does have a tattoo as well. Like, he got one from him, from Dark.
Oh.
But they did also mention that he can only do this about once a year. That is the only info you've been given. So you can ask questions, you can do anything you want.
I'm in the other room.
I'll just ask Dark, like, what type of power does this tattoo hold?
And as he kind of holds it out, he looks it over, says, unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine. This is new to me. I get one a year, and I don't really get to choose them anymore.
You get it from that weird flame portal thing that you guys were talking about.
No, these actually are kind of attached to me. When the time is right every year, one just shows up in this pocket, and he opens up his coat, and there's just a inside coat pocket, and you can see that it's just a long pocket.
Neat.
But you'll know as soon as I give it to you, and I'll know what to do with it. But you'll know what it does after it's onto you.
I think I have enough tattoos as is.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can find the real estate. To be honest.
Your toe, underneath your toe, the grip of your toe.
I think I'll pass and I'll pass on this. I think it could be more valuable to another member.
I'm gonna look at Dark. Get down to his head height. Is it demonic?
I don't think so, though. That is a good question.
I have enough of those.
Oh, okay. Well, it usually does something good. In fact, every time it's done something good. Really good.
Could use a little good, but I have enough on my plate.
Archon, what did it do for you?
He just looks and says, well, I was afflicted with something I don't really want to talk about right now. And it got pulled out of me, and I can't be cursed anymore. For as long as I live, I am immune to curses.
Oh, sheesh.
What's this fucking elephant looking ass called again?
It's like,
Lulu?
yeah.
Lulu?
I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
It's been a while, bro.
We
It's-
played for 3 weeks, and then when we did play, she wasn't involved.
True. That's fair. That's fair. I just mean like she loves you, you know?
Yeah, Yoll knows. I'm asking for myself to play her.
All right, fair. All right, fair. Yeah, it's Lulu. Actually, I'm trying to. Oh, there she is. I was trying to find her.
Lulu, do you know what that is? You know lots of stuff.
I do know lots of stuff, and and she like squints her eyes. No, I don't think I do know. Looks cool though.
You're right. It does look cool.
And then she like kind of like floats over to you, like just floats across and just hovers above the thing. You should let him tattoo you. It'll look so cool. And then she just floats backwards away from you, back to the table.
I'll look over at Dark. I would look pretty cool with a tattoo.
Well, if nobody else wants it.
Well, fair's fair. We should ask Gantash first.
I'll turn and look into the room that Traxigor
and what you
Gantash.
and what you see is just Gantash staring into this giant orb. Like he's just not moving, just staring at the orb.
Just I'll yell into the room and say, Gantash,
Yes.
we're deciding on who should get this special tattoo. Do you have any thoughts, or you care to join us?
I can't collide into this corner. I can't go into this corner. There we go. Ah, yes.
When Silas says special, I'd like to look at him like he's a fucking idiot.
Wait, what?
Like, it's magic, you fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Special tattoo. Fuck off.
Gantash kind of like shakes off the gaze that he had on the orb as he enters this room. And he slowly kind of meanders his way over to Dark. And he kind of wants to like lean in to the tattoo. And inquisitively kind of just like squint his eyes and look around. Does Gantash know what school of magic this tattoo could be from in his studies at Candle Keep?
Give me a Arcana check.
With pleasure. That will be 16 plus 8.
16 plus 8.
A lowly 24.
I am actually just trying to find that. It's like, that is. Sorry, guys. My goodness. That is a school of illusion.
Hmm.
We don't know what it does, Gantash, but we have all agreed I'd look very cool with it.
Yes. Yes, you would, Yoll. Add it on to your brand as well. Be a nice 1-2 combo. While I don't know what this is, or the safety of it, comes from the school of illusion, but seems like it does more good than illusion.
Nice catch, I guess.
Well, I'm okay if you'd like it. I'm an old man. It should not be spent on me, as my days are counting down, your days are counting up.
Look at Silas. What the fuck was he doing in there?
Drugs, apparently.
Look over at what Traxigor is doing.
Drugs.
What the fuck?
When you look in there, by the way, the distinct difference is that he is clearly no longer like casting the spell or like engaged with it. His eyes are clear instead of being like lit up, and this images from the orb are still. It's not like zipping through anymore.
Well, if we all agree, I'll take a tattoo.
And Dark just stands up and just makes his way over. He kind of plops down. You don't see him as he passes underneath the countertop in front of you, and he just looks up and he says, "Where would you like it?"
Where do you think, Lulu? Where would it look coolest?
Right underneath your eyeballs,
Oh my god.
or anywhere really. Sorry,
Okay,
I just
that's a bit.
Yeah, get a tear. Just a little tear tattooed. I'm a blood now.
Oh, the number 69.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
put it on my neck. Why don't you put it on my neck? That's almost my eye.
Lulu kind of like looks a little disappointed. Yeah, it's kind of in the right spot. He just goes. Dark looks up at you. Says, "I can do that," and he hops up onto the counter, grabs the back of your head, and for a halfling or like a gnome, sorry, he is incredibly strong. Like he pulls your neck in no problem, and just immediately starts going to work on your neck. And
Can I still make soup while he's doing this?
yeah, he can stand up on your shell, and you can just move around as he's working away.
Heart's nice.
As he's kind of poking into your neck, he's got this like rapid touch with this needle. You don't really feel anything, but he like kind of a look of confusion crosses his face as he's like tapping away, and he starts slowing down a little bit, and he like looks at the needle and looks back at your neck and just starts going back to work, tapping away at your neck. Over the course of the next about 10 minutes, he gets more and more interested in what he's doing, and his face just locks into what he's doing as he's tapping away at your neck. And he says, he stops for a second and he says, Can you just tell me what you might want this to look like? Just anything, really.
A shovel?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, just like your own shovel?
I mean, yeah. I'm not overly keen on others' shovels.
Can you do me a favor? Just think about your shovel for a second. Just think about what you want it to look like.
Okay.
And he just holds the needle up to his face and like scratches his chin and watches. And he just kind of nods his head. I thought that's how this worked. And he just keeps tapping away. And you can feel it actually just hitting you in the same spot. He's not even moving. So for the last like minute, he just hits the same spot over and over and over again.
That's so annoying.
And when he's done, you instantly get attuned and you instantly have it identified. So this, what's on you is a masquerade tattoo. And what it does is you actually I'll just describe it to you. I'm not gonna like do this in secret. What it does is you can unattune to it at any time, but if you do that, it will be gone forever. The tattoo will just be removed from your skin, the ink will fade, and you'll be done. It's just a choice. You can choose to unattune to it. You can choose for it to look like anything you want. You can choose for it to cover a larger surface area. It can cover your shell. You can choose for it to look like anything you want. And once per day, you can cast Disguise Self that requires a DC 13 investigation check to figure out that it's an illusion. And you can do that once every day. It resets at dawn.
Neat.
So realistically, he can make this tattoo the size of his entire body, make it red, and now he's a red turtle.
Correct.
Okay. Wait, what just happened?
I lost power.
Oh.
Oh.
God damn it. What the okay, well, hopefully it'll come back on.
Yeah, we'll. I'd say we cool it until we see what's going on. Yeah,
Let's take a breather.
gives me a sec to, I guess, invent a tattoo item.
No, I think it's a legitimate item.
No, I know, but you don't have the compendium loaded in, so I have to build it. It would be like equipment, I think. It is. What's it called? Tattoo?
The Masquerade tattoo. I'll actually just link you.
Thank you. I'm not going to pretend like I was about to be able to successfully spell the word masquerade. Trying to figure out a way to add this. A wondrous item. Is it a tool?
If there's a way for me to.
every day, or at least one opportunity for a long rest every day. I'm just trying to figure out ways, because I want it to be able to refresh itself automatically. But if I do day, then you're going to have to constantly be moving the game clock forward.
Oh.
I'm just going to do long rest, and if
just
it
do long
pops
rest,
up,
yeah.
then I'll change it.
Because I didn't even know. Wow, that's really dark.
Let's see what this looks like.
Should jump.
Simo, did your power go up? Oh, well, I guess it was at nighttime. You might not have even noticed.
What do you mean? Like when?
Went on to like 12:30.
My microwave would have reset, and it didn't.
Oh, I see.
Did you lose power, Phrank?
Yeah, yeah.
Lower.
Alright, we're good. I'm getting back on.
Hey.
We're just on an intermission screen.
No.
What am I missing here? What I hear Zimbabwe children in the background.
And then probably put on like roleplay playlist, 2 hours, and it just goes to different parts of the world.
Oh,
It is. I just picked something. Here, I'll find.
no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
No,
You're
you're
good.
good, you're good.
I was just wondering if something
we're
happened.
fucking. No. Where are we now?
And fucking
We're in the water temple, bro.
Okay.
Power went out, and I looked at my fridge. I'm like, man, if I'm fucked, what do I have to eat first in this thing?
The garlic, bro. The fucking 1 kilogram of garlic you got
that's
in
been
there.
gone for fucking a year now. Oh my god,
As long as you keep the fridge closed, you don't gotta eat nothing.
that's no fun.
Dude, I would come over in a heartbeat. Fucking eating challenge. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, I'm good. I'm in.
So,
Ooh, masquerade tattoo.
so Yoll, at this point, whatever it currently stands that it is a shovel on your neck, but at this point, you can do anything you want with that tattoo. You just
Nice.
think it into existence.
I would like to turn it into a photorealistic recreation of Lulu underneath my eyeball. For now.
Oh yeah.
But like nonchalantly, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Yeah, fair enough. She won't notice right away, as it's a little bit subtle. But Dark seems very pleased with his work, hops off of you, and gets down onto the counter. Just kind of admires his work and gets back down and walks his way over back to the table.
Thanks, pal. This is sick.
Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. It looks a lot different than most of my other ones. This one seems to have a mind of its own, or really, it has your mind. So, I mean, have fun with it. I don't know what else it's gonna do for you, but maybe you
I
can
turn
put
it
that to
into an
use.
eye and have it wink.
Yeah, that is pretty sick. This Traxigor comes over, just walks his way up. Says, "Oh, before you finish that soup, I've been saving this. Just put this in there, please." And he reaches up and opens up this small brown pouch and just takes out a single item. It's just this like red, squishy cube looking thing. A little bit of a sheen to it. He says, you can just drop it in or cut it up and put it in. You're going to want to have some of that before you go.
As a person with a background in cooking, does Yoll know what this is?
Make a... go ahead and make a nature check. Let's see here. A 4.
It's a red block.
It's a red
It's
shiny
squishy.
cube. And it just doesn't look like anything you've seen before, which at least cues some, intrigue.
You think it's one of those beef bouillon cubes?
It's a fucking massive.
The frozen cube of MSG. You're gonna need that for your next. You're gonna need that for your adventure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no flavor where you're going.
Oh my god.
Where we're going, we won't need flavor.
It's spicy enough.
What is this, Tarkon?
And he just kind of looks at her. I trust Traxigor with whatever he's got. I don't know what it is, but he cooks up some really interesting stuff in that little tiny lab of his.
I turn to Traxigor. What the fuck is this?
Well, have you heard of a goodberry?
Have I?
Give me a nature check. Actually, no, you have. You're from Chult. You would have come across enough druids to know it's like a magic. It's like a magic berry that has restorative powers.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Says, well, think of like if a good berry ate a whole family of good berries, and then you condensed that with like 20 other good berries that did the same thing.
And you made this yourself, Traxigor?
And he kind of stands up a little proud, a little smirk comes on his little otter face, and yes, I did.
Takes off his mask. He's Jim Jones.
Oh my god.
If this is what you say it is, I'll have both thumbs by the end of the night.
Traxigor, you must share that recipe.
Not so much a recipe as it's a concoction of a mixture of things natural and things magical. You have to have a good bit of power and knowledge and a very accurate hand in order to put something like that together.
I may have some things on that list.
I'm not so sure about the steady hand, but teach their own, and I'm sure
My
I can
hands are
teach
steady.
you.
Look, and I'd like to do my best, like chef's dice. Like, you know when like there's like a cucumber or something, and someone's trying to show off, and they're like in 3 seconds they're just gonna fucking mow down the whole thing.
Okay, give me a
I'm gonna do
dexterity
that.
check.
I have a lot of experience cooking.
Give me. Go ahead. Give me advantage. You can have advantage.
Fuck.
So you like kind of get it through. There's like a good couple of chunks in there though that are clearly like 2-3 times the size of the other slices, and he
That's
just
still pretty fucking good.
impressive. And he just kind of puts his head down and goes back. Just and you could see the orb now. Just kind of he like puts his hands up, his eyes light up again, and he just slowly moves the orb as it just barely moves from the position that it's in. You can see he's like looking with a little bit more of a detailed eye this time.
My tattoo of Lulu is gonna stick its tongue out at him.
As he's leaving to his
Yeah.
back. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Dark notices and just kind of gives like a little grin and just goes back to what he was doing, just hanging out at the table, playing with a little dagger.
I'll add this fucking berry log to the soup. Sure, why not?
When you put it in the pot, it just kind of floats and bobs, and you can see some of the red just starts to peel away, and the broth that you had going that might have been a little bit thinner starts to absorb this red, and the whole broth just turns this like bright sheen red. And as you stir it in, the whole soup actually gets a lot thicker too. Turns
Fucking
into
is a
more-
bouillon cube.
It's like a chili flavored bouillon. But the smell that comes out of it is like this bright, fragrant, very natural smelling fragrance that just fills the room. Everybody can smell it. It smells very, very pleasant.
Nice. Oh, soup's on, kids.
And you hear from the other room, Traxigor just shouts out, even if you aren't fond of eating, just eat it.
About to say.
Pour me up, Yoll.
Take these to the table, would you? I'm gonna dole out plates like a fucking wizard.
Apparently, I don't have a steady hand, Yoll. I might not be the one to trust.
I'm sure he meant nothing by it.
And I begrudgingly walk away with a couple of the plates that you gave me. Start dishing them out at the table. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Steady hand.
Silas, take these to the table and get him to stop muttering to himself.
Oh, do that. Oh, excuse me, Lulu.
She just like floats up closer to the ceiling. And just like tilts and like looks down. Her trunk just kind of hangs and dangles as she like looks down.
Lulu, do you want some?
Yeah, I love soup. I love soup. The more, the merrier.
That's not a thing that people say about soup. The more soup, the merrier, as they say. You know how it goes.
I get merrier when I have more soup.
Yeah, okay, fair.
So,
I'll pour myself and Lulu a bowl and wander over. And I would like to get underneath Lulu. If she's already high in the sky, I want to go underneath.
and when you go under, the trunk just kind of like, almost like those flaps at a car wash, just kind of like brushes over your face. I knew somebody would like that description.
I enjoyed that.
Okay. And as the table gets set, you see Dark joins you. Tarkon slowly makes his way over. Traxigor doesn't join you.
Obi. Soup.
And like just in the moment of silence that comes after you saying that, you just hear a very quick like padding on the floor. As he makes his way over, he's already got a bowl of something in his hand. He's already eating out of it. And he just makes his way over to the pot and just fills up the bowl that he's already got. And just kind of makes his way to find a seat. And you have everybody at the table. Everybody's sitting. Lulu just kind of floating in midair, but has a bowl in front of her as well. In this eerie kind of moment of like solemn silence, just fills the air for a brief moment as you just see kind of like Tarkon has his like head down into his soup. He's kind of just contemplating and like not really looking up, and Dark looks around and just kind of does the same, and Rhea sits there, just hands out, staring at the bowl, sitting up straight. And she's the first to speak after about 20-30 seconds go by. She just says, this is our last meal on this plane of existence. I'm going to enjoy this, and I suggest you all savor it as well.
There will be more meals, Rhea.
I hope so, Yoll. I sure hope so.
I'm gonna turn to Toby and say, and people think I'm a downer.
I don't think you're a downer. You're pretty tall, actually. And, I mean, you've been making pretty good food. Can't really ask for more than that.
No, I suppose you can't.
Yeah, I got a pretty good life. And just shoveling the soup in.
Gantash slowly picks up the bowl. He turns to Rhea. He says, enjoy it? Mmm.
And it is one of the most delicious soups you've ever tasted, with Yoll's hand, the fresh ingredients
Banger.
available. It is this delicious, like very hearty. Even at the first sip, it's like you can tell it's going to be a very filling and just delicious, fresh tasting soup. It's got almost like strangely like hints of like a fresh like lemongrass, like sautéed onions, like all these different tones just hitting your palate. And some tones, even Yoll, you're like a little like, where did that come from? You know, like you put it all in, but it is delicious. And after eating a couple of bites, you can see Rhea, her mood gets a little bit more chipper too, kind of laughing at Gantash doing his little bit. And yeah, the mood kind of elevates a little bit.
I'll start taking sips of my bowl as well, not so loud. But after I finish my bowl, I'll say to the group, I don't usually eat, but this is somewhat filling. Kind of a new feeling.
Oh, Silas, you have feelings?
Sometimes.
While Silas is like eating, I'm gonna have the bowl with like one hand, and I'm gonna like slurp a big bunch of it. But I'm gonna be looking at Silas because I've never seen this guy eat before. And I'm just gonna be like, just staring over him. You can't really see my face. We can see like one of my cheeks are like.
Chipmunking the soup.
Durable.
Oh, you cut through.
I'm just staring at Silas, like waiting for him to like, see what happens. But I just have a mouthful of soup while I just stare at him.
I'm gonna eat my soup with a spoon like a fucking civilized human. I mean, Tortle,
I'm more of a brute.
pinky out.
I want to ask. I'm just gonna talk across the table to Tarkon and Dark and ask them about the forge. When we killed the dragon, I grabbed some scales off the dragon. I was wondering if the forge you guys were talking about would be capable of maybe crafting these into something useful.
I don't remember them talking about a forge.
Oh,
In hell, they said that there was a
No.
forge.
He's talking about the
Fandelver Forge.
Yeah. You were there. He did mention it. You remember how he said like you stick a weapon in it and whatever. You guys were asking.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a forge. I thought it was just like a weird magic fire.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I guess it's yeah.
Yeah, it's in a mine connected to a forge. Well, I'm sure it would do something, but that thing kind of has a mind of its own. It makes all kinds of different magic things, though for the most part it's those dwarves that work down there that put it all together. So I don't know offhand. I just kind of collect the paycheck and put it to use.
Well, maybe I'll talk to Traxigor and see if maybe where we're headed there might be something he knows about. Or Lulu, do you ever remember seeing a forge down in where are we going? Avernus?
Avernus.
Sorry, I'm yeah.
I think so. I mean, it would make sense. There's all kinds of things that come out of hell, and it's got to be made somewhere. There's weapons and armor. It's got to be made somewhere.
Maybe I'll find out what I'm looking for when we descend into Avernus.
That's where we end the session.
30-minute session, bro.
He said the thing.
Oh, that reminds me. Probably best I mention this here. As mentioning it, hell, I wouldn't want it to trigger anything. Do you remember back at the bathhouse? After we left the bathhouse, we were greeted by some followers of Tiamat. And they wanted the gold that we found from the bathhouse. And we politely said no. If you recall.
We did.
How many of you at this table still have a piece of that treasure?
I'm sure I do.
I know I gave a bunch of it away, but I don't know exactly how much it was comparatively.
Well, usually when you meet followers, especially in the case that we did, we just brush them off. DMed kind of hangs out down there. Just thought I'd give a little bit of fair warning. I've been facing the repercussions of Tiamat myself. I donated all of my earnings to the church, and those followers have been harassing my people. Well, at least that's what I presume.
I gave all my money to Alan.
Well, there's no doubt that they're she's probably experiencing some shady people herself. People just spying on the church, trying to sneak in. Anyways, I didn't want to say Tiamat's name down there in case it triggered anything. Just be aware.
Good to know that we might encounter a dragon god in hell. That's good. I think this is going to be a fun trip, you guys.
The other thing is that before we leave, out of respect, I'd like to ask my god for guidance. And Yoll, I know slowing down isn't your strong suit. I thought I'd make it a formal request. Rather than last one in's a rotten egg.
Just look at Gantash and the tattoo on my face will become like the thing.
And Gantash sticks out his hand back. Thank you. Goes back to finishing his soup.
I think it is best if we all... I mean, we did just slay a dragon. You know, I myself am pretty tired, even though that doesn't happen to me very often.
How long do you want, Gantash?
I just need 1 minute before we enter.
1 minute? You had to ask me for 1 minute? Am I that pushy?
I mean,
You never
Don't
know.
answer that.
he just goes back to finishing his soup. He's just like,
I'm not pushy, I'm goal oriented.
tattoo changes to a soccer ball being shot into a net.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I should rest. I don't know if we have that amount of time, but
I too should rest. I'm afraid the poison has taken a lot out of me.
From the other room, you just hear Traxigor just yells out. He says, "Just give it a minute. Give it a minute." And you
I would
feel
like
this.
to explain to everybody the properties of a what's he called? A nope berry? What's it
A
called?
good berry.
A good berry. A cool guy berry.
We'll be saying nope berry in hell. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I'll get you the actual thing.
The regenerative medicinal powers.
Well, he said this is like 800, like a good berry to the power of a good berry.
Exponentially.
Yeah.
So a good berry, provides
A blueberry or a raspberry.
a gooberry.
Those ones are pretty good. Oh, it's a gooberry.
No, a good berry.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They provide you enough sustenance to sustain you for an entire day. One good berry, and one good berry heals you for 1 hit point.
So what does he mean? Just wait. That's not what I'm
Guys,
talking
you basically just drank a health potion, is what he's saying.
about. Yeah, I'm talking about. I need to get my magic back.
Well, we're not gonna wait for a fucking long rest, are we?
I don't need a full long rest. I mean, we're about to go to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, sleepers for the week when we go to
Maybe
hell.
we should have fucking thought of that.
We just killed a dragon. What are you talking about?
As you guys are arguing, you feel this like warmth in your belly, and it's like really starts to rise, and it starts to almost feel like your body's like pumping this warmth through your body. You feel it go through your arms and into your fingertips, except for Yoll, not your thumb, obviously, and then down into your toes, and just whole warmth just fills you until it like reaches the top of your head, and it's just this like sensational feeling. That flavor still fills your mouth from the food, and in an instant you just feel incredibly rejuvenated. All your wounds on your skin, you can see them start to like seal up, and just any bumps and bruises you can feel, they just start to kind of wash away, and you all gain the effects of a long rest.
Yeah, baby. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, baby.
And you can see Tarkon looks up, and he just goes, he like kind of like leans back and goes, Traxigor, you have outdone yourself. This is something new. You got to do this more often.
Do you have any more of these lying around by chance?
No.
Regretting using the whole one.
That was a very taxing and expensive process to make that, so sorry, just the one. I wish I could give you more.
That's fine, I guess.
I think those logs would sell better than the magical weapons you guys create. Imagine the amount of logs, the amount these logs would go for.
Yes, I'm well aware, but really just
Gantash, you're never much of a money guy. I'm surprised to hear that coming from you.
Yeah, well. Despite being a follower of Torm, I still see the value in things.
Despite being are you implying that the followers of Torm don't normally see the value in things?
You only see the value in Torm. The value in the truth. As Torm is the true.
I regret asking.
That's actually Torm's like nickname, the true.
Huh.
Drew's nickname is the Buru, so interesting.
Buru is Torm?
Buru is Torm.
Wait, Torm's a Minotaur? What?
Oh my god.
Wait, Torm is actively taking a demon shield to hell? Incredible.
It's like 8-bit.
Straight up, this is right out of RuneScape. Like you're in like level 20 wilderness in RuneScape. Like it's fucking.
Sorry, it's just a playlist.
It's bad.
I know.
I'm kidding.
And Traxigor kind of shouts out again. Well, if enough time has passed, I can only imagine that you're about as ready as you're gonna be. But of course, take your time. Take your time.
Gantash gets up. He looks over at Yoll. Thank you again for the delicious soup. I will do what I need to do before we leave now. And he starts walking. Yeah. And when he gets here, he'll sit on this couch. Reach into his bag. Plop the dragon hand on the table. And he'll get up off the couch. His hands together. And he is going to cast Augury. And he has a prayer that he would like to say as he casts Augury.
Okay.
Mighty Torm, my lord, my way. Enlighten me in times of unavoidable conflicts. For I'll need your implacable conviction in the outcome that I will be a part of. Guide me, Torm.
Okay. What specific thing are you thinking about doing when you make this prayer?
Like in Avernus?
Just in general. Like what is the action you're thinking? Like you're using augury to
let's say I'm looking for the omen of it has to be a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. I'll just say finding safety in Elturel. Like a safe place.
Okay. So as you're making this prayer, you're thinking about finding safety. This like half-finished fireplace that's in front of you here. Just this like light starts emanating out of the front of it and illuminates the table where the dragon's hand is on. And you can see the dragon hand just kind of like props itself up on the tips of its nails. And then it starts to like kind of collapse and do this like twisted, like gnarled movement that's like very, it's very almost sick to watch. Like it's being tortured almost as it moves. And the light is kind of like flickering onto it. And then eventually it just twists its way up and plants one nail into the table that it stands up on, and then the hand just comes up and forms a 1 as one finger remains standing. on the hand. And you can see that the nail is plunged like a good half an inch into the table to keep itself standing up.
How cryptic.
Is Gantash confused?
Yeah.
As the look of confusion kind of wipes over your face, the hand like crumples into itself, the one goes down, and the thumb stays up. But then goes back to the one.
Back to the one. And at that, like, confused look, then the thumb, then back to the one. Gantash lets out a big sigh, puts his hands back together, and says, "Thank you, Torm. May you light our way."
A light kind of brightens again, and then just fades and sucks back into the fireplace.
Gantash gets up. Is the dragon hand still like this, or does it like crumple?
Yeah, like pointed like that. Still, it's like stuck, like taxidermy.
Gantash is gonna try to like lift it.
And it takes a little bit of effort, but it plucks out of the...
And can he like
thing.
put the fingers down? Like,
Yeah, it's a little stiff, but you're able to bend them back into place. A little bit of a cracking occurs, and it feels like the bones are a little bit loose. They're a little looser.
the acid in the bones cracks. Well, not the acid, the whatever. He just puts it back in his bag. And he marches over, or he marches back over, or he goes back over here, whatever. And he peers out the side and says, "Yoll."
Gantash?
And he just like looks at his hand and sticks out the thumb. And then walks back into the room with Traxigor.
There's so many layers to that.
I guess it's go time. I'm gonna get up from the table and walk over here.
And at that, Lulu actually is the first to follow, and just like stays like pressed up against the back of your shell. You can feel the warmth coming off of her through your shell.
Well, Buru, time to go to hell.
He did the thing. He said the thing.
And that's where we end again.
Wait. DM question.
Yes.
I have a dragon egg in my inventory. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
have
So I guess I should have went through the motions at the beginning of the process here, but there was a conversation that would have been had between you and Nunu. We're gonna play that out later, but he would have asked for the egg.
While I see everyone leaving, I'm gonna turn to Toby. Hey, Toby.
Yeah?
No. It's gonna be a long time before I get back, but wanna make a trade?
Yes, I do.
Now, I've got 13 rations.
I'm listening.
What do you got to trade? Something I could take with me to hell here. Come on.
Oh. I'm look. I'm gonna be honest. you're probably gonna need food. You're down in Avernus.
Okay, fine. I'll give you 12.
12. Well, what kind of stuff are you into? And he's just like looking up at you now, just like he's way, way down. Little chubby little halfling looking up at you.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, what are you looking to let go here, Toby? Maybe I could borrow something, yeah?
Or I'm pretty sure you're gonna die, so there's no borrowing.
Well, help me not die here, Toby.
Well, food keeps you alive. But
What has your god given you? Can you share?
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's given me, well, he fixed my attention problem for the most part, and he helped me take care of a bunch of kids, and he showed me the way. And
Okay,
you know,
once I hear that, I'm gonna take out the +1 mace
Mhm.
that requires a name to be called when it lights.
Mhm.
Okay, Toby, what is your god's name? If he's
Tyr?
doing all these things, Tyr. Now, what if I dedicate this weapon to him? And I'm just gonna show him, and like, have it like flashlight in front of him, and like, what if I dedicated this weapon to Tyr? You think he'll help me out?
Well, most of the magic items in this area are dedicated to Tyr. But that is pretty cool.
Not this one though.
You're right, it's not. Kind of blasphemous, actually.
Or do you have something to trade?
You know what? Just one sec. And he dashes out of the room.
Bonus action dashes out of the room.
Goes really quick. It's at least 50 feet in 6 seconds. Yeah, give me a sec here.
Pulling up the inventory logs from the end of the last session to see what Toby had in his inventory.
Is this Mr. Pandaria?
Lemon, you're the one playing the music.
No, I'm not. I just picked something and it goes through.
Hey, you have the thing, so look at the fucking thing, you dweeb.
Yeah, no, it.
That's like me wearing shorts and like, am I wearing shorts?
Am I moving?
Am I sick right now?
Okay. He he comes back, and he's you see that he's got something in his hands, and when he gets closer, you can see that it is a crossbow, and he he holds it out. Says, "I have this, which is pretty sweet." And he like flips it over and flips it back, and you can see it's got the that same kind of scale symbol of symbol of Tyr carved right along the center board of the crossbow. And he says, "I have this, or I have this, which, well, took this off an old, probably dead friend now." And he shows you a ring that just has like a jade. It's like a black ring with like a jade band around the center of it. He says, "If you want to trade, I'll trade you one of these. This," and he holds up the crossbow. He says, "This does a lot more damage than you would think that it would do. And this will protect you from poison."
Oh. Yeah, you want to buy something? Yeah, yeah.
I'm willing to starve to be immune to poison.
I have
Well,
10 rations.
Not immune, but pretty good.
What do you want for the crossbow?
Distinction.
Well, you said you were going to trade a little bit of food and the mace.
+1 mace, though. Fuck.
You fucking offered it.
Yeah, I know, but the crossbow's not...
Dingledorf?
Do crossbows even... They go off dex, do they not?
All ranged weapons go off a dex. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd fuck me up. Alright, Toby, what do you want for the ring?
Same thing. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Fine, you don't have to give me the food. We have a lot of food. I just wanted extra food. You can keep the food. But you said you wanted to trade, and I love trading. So,
I have something, Buru, if I have the pipes of the sewers that I can't use.
How about I give you my trusted greatsword?
no. I got like 30 of those.
Toby, it's unfortunate that I think I can not give up this mace for a ring.
You don't even know what the crossbow does.
I don't.
Well, let me tell you. You ever get that feeling when you just hit something perfectly? You know that feeling?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you do that with this, it'll explode on impact. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Motherfucker begged to trade, and now he's like, but I don't wanna.
Oh, Evanescence. This is RuneScape meets Evanescence.
Alright. I hand out the mace.
He says, "Well, which one? What do you want?"
The crossbow.
Are you sure? You don't seem sure.
Hard bargain. Well, you see, Toby, us men use strength, and I don't know if I don't know if I have the dexterity to use that thing.
That's pretty specific language you're using there, big guy. Yeah, you'll figure it out. And he like holds it up to you and like reaches out his hand for the mace.
Alright. Oh my god.
So are you going to choose to unattune to this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And he gladly like swaps it for you, and he just kind of like holds it around. He says, "I'm going to figure this thing out in no time, and then I'm going to carve the symbol of Tyr into this."
Oh god.
I would like to ask Toby, would you trade the ring for this, and I'll show him the pipes of the sewers.
That thing looks like it sucks.
Well, you actually blow into it.
Wow.
I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check.
Okay.
He doesn't seem as interested in this thing.
Okay.
You gotta pretend you're selling cigarettes to a child.
Can I tell him before I make the roll, like, what it does? Can I, like, describe it to him?
Sure.
Or should I just make it? Toby, this pipe here, if you learn how to play it correctly, will summon a swarm of rats to help fight for you.
That's so gross.
I mean, it may come in handy.
I
Or
know.
maybe you sell it.
I just kind of like collecting this kind of stuff. Except for this, I'm gonna use this.
I mean, this is a collectible item. I got it off oh my god, what's her name? Thalmara Vanthemper of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, make your check. I'll give you advantage.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
And we have used Lemon's good roll for the session.
Nice.
And he kind of like, that is pretty cool. And he looks over at Tarkon. He says, "Can I have like swarm of rats in the castle?" He just kind of like throws up his hands. I guess. Goes, "All right, 1 for 1.
Right?
No backsies."
I'll roll it across the table to him. Kind of slide it across the table.
Yep. Wait, make a dex check.
Oh. I already used my good roll.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a 1.
Ability check, yeah. Oh.
It like just tumbles forward and like slowly catches the edge of the table and just falls off, but Toby's there just barely in time to catch it. You trying to give me a broken item? He just takes off his ring, slides it over.
Sorry.
Lands perfectly right at your fingertips. Almost rolls onto your finger as it slides over.
Wait, that means that you have little hobbit hands.
No, it grows as it slides.
Oh, I liked the canon that Silas had tiny hands.
Come on now. Buru.
I'm a
Do you
Not
want
all
to trade the
good.
crossbow for the ring?
No.
Okay, they've been at it for long enough. I feel like Yoll's just gonna be like, "Are you guys fucking coming or what?"
yes, Silas.
I'm gonna toss the ring to him. I don't need this, Buru. I'm already resistant to poison.
Well,
I
seems
got it
you
for you.
have read my mind. I'm in debt to you,
You don't
brother.
give away something you just traded for right in front of the person you just traded it for with.
I mean, it's still a
God.
fair trade. He's still got items out of it.
You are fucking tone deaf as hell, bro.
Toby just kind of like looks at all this stuff happening. Weird. You guys must be good friends.
We sure are.
Let's go.
Now, if these good friends could make their appearance at the orb in an orderly fashion, paging friends, please come to cashier number 1.
Buru and Silas, please come to this crying orb. Your parents are waiting patiently.
I'll get up and
Is there any soup left?
There's a little bit of remnants at the bottom of the bowl, yeah.
I want to put in my water skin.
From the other room, Traxigor like just kind of sees you wander over there to the soup. He just says, that has to be used within the next 12 hours, just so you're aware.
Okay. Got it.
I'm gonna
Mid battle, Buru just glug, glug. Oh.
I'm gonna nod to Dark and Tarkon and is Rhea? Rhea, are you coming?
And she just like, you can see she has been almost like just zoned out, staring off into space. And she hears you, looks up at you very non-enthusiastically and just says, yeah, I'm coming, Silas. You guys don't know what you're getting into.
Neither do you. That's why we're all coming together.
I know what I'm getting into. I've been there. I've seen it. And she just hangs her head. Just when we get there, you're not going to have a choice but to take this seriously.
Rhea, buddy, I love you. Now is really not the time for downers.
I know. Let's do this. And she takes out her sword, pounds it to her chest, and holds it out almost like she's already ready to like start fighting.
Gantash, who's right, I mean, the way he's positioned, he's kind of like right in front of the orb with Traxigor. He kind of, I don't know if the orb's kind of like more in front of him, but if it is, Gantash like looks around the orb at Traxigor and he says, we do have a way back, right? This isn't this round trip, not a one-way ticket.
And he just kind of like slowly turns his head and
Gantash nods. Okay.
I hope you find a way back eventually. Everyone, gather around.
You had to fucking ask, Gantash.
Gather around.
My tattoo becomes a middle finger.
Okay. Everybody grab onto somebody else. And somebody grab onto my hand. And Lulu like wraps her trunk almost like, you know, those slap bands.
Yeah.
She like,
Oh
you
my
just feel it,
God.
like, slap around the front of your head, Yoll, and she just like, you can feel her like starting to try to like wedge herself into your shell, and she just grips onto the front of your head, and it creates this like little shadow barrier over the top of your eyebrows.
I got you, buddy.
Gantash grabs Yoll's hand. Yoll's hand says, nice hat.
Glare at you,
Yeah.
still annoyed at your fucking annoying ass. You have your way back comment?
I'll grab onto Gantash's hand, but hold my hand out to Rhea.
Yeah, and Rhea just grabs onto your shoulder, and you can feel her like gripping very, very tightly.
And then I'm gonna wink to Silas.
I'll grab Traxigor's hand.
Oh god damn it!
Wait, what?
You're supposed to grab Rhea's hand.
I know.
It's the ongoing meme. Since you're nice to Bru, he's like, I'm okay with that. You guys want to be lovebirds? That's alright. Give
Oh,
me this
she's-
ring.
She's far away from me, you know? She's on the other side of you.
Oh, there's no way this could be resolved.
Okay, I'll walk over to Rhea and see if she'll take my hand.
Give me a persuasion check.
Whoa!
Oh god.
Oh, am I about to be rejected right now?
Oh.
She just kind of like sighs and like puts out her hand. Silas, stay focused. And she holds out her hand.
This is hardly the time for this. What the
I'm
fuck
sorry,
is wrong
wow.
with you people?
Dude, it's great. It's great. We're about to go to hell and,
And-
do a
and
little
Say
comedy.
too, you know?
Traxigor just reaches his hand out forward for somebody to take it.
I'll grab it. My massive fingies.
And in that same moment, Traxigor just looks over everyone, looks at everybody's eyes, and this like very serious look comes on his face, and that's like kind of stutter that he had, that like unsureness, uncertainty in his voice, just ceases as he just goes, "Okay, let's go," and you just feel your body start to like kind of almost like it's being compressed, like there's these forces just pressing in on you, like the gravity just expands like 10 times, and then he casts plane shift, and all of you get teleported into chapter 2.
Oh,
Chapter 2?
Yep.
Chapter 2.
There are 5 chapters in this, aren't there?
Chapter 1's by far the longest.
Okay, I was about to say, like, motherfucker, this took us half a year.
by far the
Oh,
longest.
baby. Look at
Okay.
that.
So I just need to check. So this is the problem that I was running into. Can you guys only see a very small radius
Yes.
around you?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So let's get into it. So, this is what greets you, my friends. A very familiar street. Oh shit! I forgot to send Rhea. Let me go grab her 1 sec.
Can you wait to describe it until Lemon finds music? I gotta get the vibe going, you know?
What do you, Frank? I messaged you a while ago. I don't.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We're in hell. Give us some hell music.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
you got to get some hell music.
I just didn't know if it was like.
Look at
Hell.
this photograph!
We're gonna try this. Let me know if this is too much. It's literally perfect for this exact thing.
So, when your body kind of like gets like pressed in, you get shifted into this street that you guys can recognize as being on the eastern side of Elturel. All of you have been in Elturel. This is one of the residential areas. You know that not too far from here to the southwest there is like the market circle, but everything looks totally different, and I'll give you this little description here. So a hot stinging air assaults your senses. The city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground is shuddering beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city at regular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbling fortress. Traxigor gazes up at the black orb nervously. Underneath his breath, and you can hear him uttering a few arcane syllables, and he disappears in the blink of an eye. You've never seen him look so nervous. I need everybody to make a Arcana check.
I'm just gonna let you know right now that I'm about to crit. I
You're
just
gonna
want
what?
you to- That I'm about to crit. Fuck. Would have been cool though.
Oh, Gantash 25. Jesus. So Gantash, you oh, you didn't roll?
No, sorry.
Let's go, baby. The Magic Boys.
So Gantash and Silas, your aptitude in magic tells you that you can tell, you heard some of the whisperings under his voice. He casted Time Stop to stop time in order for him to be able to plane shift back.
Oh.
and so you know how he got out of there.
He left
Write down your notes.
the shifting portal open.
I don't know if you've got more to explain, but I have like a reaction to that.
It's not a portal. He didn't open a portal. He casted plane shift, which it doesn't open a portal. It just shifts everybody like instantaneously. He didn't like walk through a portal. It was like blink of an eye shifted. But in order for him to get out, you recognize
portal.
Yeah.
Do you have more to explain, or can I react to that?
No, I don't have anything more to explain. But other than the fact that the sights around you are horrific, you can also hear this like constantly burning flame, like a bonfire that is just all around you. Yeah.
So at Traxigor doing that thing, I turn to Silas, kind of like with a furrowed brow. Did you catch that?
Think so.
It's weird.
It's like he didn't want to stay here longer than he needed to.
Obviously, but for Yoll and Buru, he stopped time to escape.
Maybe that's some kind of activation to get home.
Or it's so dangerous here, he wasn't willing to spend a single second.
Where are we?
You're asking me?
An Eltaron.
I guess I was asking the group. No, I know. I meant like, sorry. Where did we end up? Where in Eltra are we? Gantash,
Phrank described it.
When the
Yeah, you Silas, you know.
We're on a
you know.
residential street, just a little bit
near
away
the
from
marketplace.
the market center.
But Silas, to answer your question, like you already know, this was your home. Like you know these streets.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys also know that there is a stream that runs through the center of the city, and there are 2 bridges that connect the city. The other thing that you know is, for the most part, there aren't a ton of major landmarks in the city. There is the High Hall, which is basically like the ultimate like church. It's like the big church in all the kingdom, essentially. There's a major cemetery off way to the west. The High Hall is in the middle of the city, though it is across the bridges from where you currently are. Outside of that, there's just that market circle that I mentioned, and the rest of it is really just residential. There's a lot that happens on the outskirts of Elturel, but as far as you can see, it doesn't look like it reached out that far. And Gantash, you actually know for a fact that it really, what was taken down was just the city walls, and that was like the border.
Yeah.
Everything on the outside was just left.
Yeah. I turn to the group. I'd say it's tough to decide where our priorities here lie. What to do first. Should be obvious that we need Lulu to somehow regain her memory. It's probably one of the most pertinent to-do list items, but at some point, I would imagine many of the survivors, if any, would be at the High Hall. I know it well, but it's far from here. And we don't know what lurks the streets. Not yet, anyway.
Should we maybe we could climb one of these buildings and get kind of a perspective of what has happened?
Silas, you're owl. You're a loot. You're familiar.
Fucking hell. Well.
Thanks, fighter class.
Look up in the sky. What is that? It looked like some sort of bird.
Buru, while I like the gumption and the idea, it's possible it could be dangerous. I don't want to shoot it down, but devils can fly.
Gantash. Everything here is dangerous. If we don't do something here because it's dangerous, then what the fuck are we doing here?
Fair.
I'll pull out my owl from the pocket dimension.
Okay.
Oh, look at it. And I'm not gonna make him. I'm gonna make him fly to the top of the building here and just kind of perch. Try not to be as exposed, you know.
Okay. So when the owl gets up there, give me a perception check. I believe it has advantage, if I'm not mistaken, just in general.
Gantash, what direction do we need to go?
Isn't this literally your home?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know.
You're going west.
Fucking forget him.
That's okay.
Advantage.
It's okay. Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little out of it. I'm sorry.
Oh, guys,
Okay.
come on.
You got COVID. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's a little better. Okay, so your owl gets a full scan of the land. You can see that there are rivers of just fire and lava just flowing in different parts of the city. It looks like the ground just erupted into these like wells and pools of fire and lava. A lot of them actually just to the east and north and south. So you're very close. It seems like it's kind of taken over around the walls. You can see the bridges towards the northwest. They look like they're still intact. You can also see, you catch glimpses of things moving in the streets. At one point, you see what is clearly an imp just flying across the path in the street. And you also see down towards the southwest, just down this street down here. Well, you can't see my mouse, I guess. Down towards where the market is, you actually see a woman holding two toddlers in around the corner from a very still intact building. And it looks like she's like very cautiously looking around before she makes some sort of move.
Looking both ways before crossing the street.
Yeah.
Can we pretend I cast Bee Sense on the owl? I didn't have a chance to do it before it was up in the air already.
Yeah, that's fine. So you would have caught all that too.
It doesn't change anything, just, you know.
Yeah.
Give some context.
It's gonna be there's some rough terrain, and I can see some imps flying around and some figures in the streets. I did see a mother holding a child.
Two children.
Two children. Looks like she was trying to hide.
Survivor. It's the closest thing to us. The high hall's at the center of the city, so no matter where we go, the only way to get there is to go through the center, so we should make way to the survivor and see what she knows.
Just to be clear, the bridges are to the north. You would not have to pass through this, just to, so you know. Yeah. It is out of the way, basically.
You lead the way. This is your home.
Frank, when you have a chance, please give me those items.
Oh, oh yeah, sorry. Here, I'll just send it. You should be able to find it in the compendium.
Yeah, just send me the names.
Well, Gantash, I think you're right. I think if there are any survivors, they might take refuge in the hall. I think we should make our way there and maybe try and stick to the back streets as much as possible. Maybe go through some buildings as well.
And
I don't know
the
what's
survivor.
looking. Oh, well. It looked like she was running. Like, it looks like she was on the move. I don't know if she'll still be there. I mean, I guess I'll look through my owl's vision again and see if she's still there.
Not much time has passed. You catch her just sprinting across the street. How long do you want to watch her for?
Give me like, I don't know. I want to see what she's doing. Like, if she may, where she's going to.
Okay. So you watch her sprint across the street. She tucks behind another building, and you can see her poke her head out on the other side of that building. So she's making her way through these back streets. She's, by the way, about 3 blocks away from you. Very, very close to the market circle. From your vision, so you're looking down this alleyway, you can see her just over here. And another, about a half a block away, in the city circle, the market circle, you see 3 patrolling bearded devils start making their way up towards where she's at. It seems like they like there's a purpose to their movement. They're not like sprinting, but it seems like there's clearly a purpose to their movement.
I think. What?
Sorry, and you know what a bearded devil is. It's the thing that you fought in the basement with the prison, near the prison cells.
Ugh.
I think you're right, Gantash. It looks like she's being followed by some bearded devils. 3 bearded devils. She's getting fairly close to us now. We just have to head south if we,
Oh,
if we want to rescue her.
let's help her. I look to the rest of the group.
Disagree.
Yes?
We didn't come here for the scenery.
Silas, lead the way.
Okay.
He knows where it is, where she is. Like, he knows exactly where she is, so that's why
Exactly,
I'm saying lead the way.
And he knows where the patrols are.
Yeah.
And he knows this city and.
You all do, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
some
he
of you
knows it
know it.
better.
Yeah, some of you
Not
know
me,
it
certainly.
way more in depth. Like Gantash and literally Yoll, you just know it a bit less than everybody else, but you know the general layout of the city. Okay.
Knowing
So
the movements of and where that devils and imps were located, I'll just try and take, a good route towards the girl and try to be sneaky and stealthy and.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way, so I'll kind of move you down here. So through these little kind of back alleys here, you make your way through those fairly comfortably, keeping an eye out. As you're kind of like pacing your way through, you hear just this scream and just, please, no, 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 no. And you take a look around the corner and you can see this woman is actually running up. So I'm going to give you just vision as to where she is, but this is not where you're actually standing. So she's there and you see her run up, and the 3 bearded devils chasing just behind. She is very, very slowed down by the fact that she is holding a toddler in each arm that are wailing at the top of their lungs as they cross the street, but you are still here.
I see.
Buru, I'm gonna bump you up too. I'm gonna bump everyone.
Where is she again? She's right here.
She's right
I
here.
didn't see what you just showed people.
Sorry, here. I'm gonna move right there.
She's over here
So
right
she's there. Yeah. It reminds me of the door thing.
Okay, DM question. I clearly have to attune to both of these things, yeah?
No, you don't. You have to attune to the ring. You do not have to attune to the crossbow.
Wait a minute. Fuck, there's a lot happening.
Yes.
Whatever. I'm gonna take out the crossbow.
Okay.
And she's running towards us, yeah?
She is not. She doesn't see you. She is just running straight north, which is going to be heading into the major streets.
Okay.
I think we need to get her attention.
We need
Yeah,
to.
the sound of the yelling, I'm probably gonna come out into the main, like out of the corner, whatever, wherever we were, and try and determine where it's coming from.
Okay. I mean, you see her too. You see her just sprint across, kind of stumble a little bit, but making sure not to fall over. She's again, kid in each arm. And as you're watching down the street, she runs across. You can see her kind of as she moves between the buildings, and about it's about 35 feet behind. You see these 3 bearded devils just kind of like laughing playfully as they like full tilt sprint after her, and they're like hooping like hoo 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 and just chasing after her.
I'd like to.
At the sound of the laughing, I want to do something.
I'd like to.
Yep.
Lay prone and ready in action on my crossbow to fire.
Okay.
Like I'm anticipating for them to cross us.
Well, they're crossing right now. Like you see her go. You can see her in between the buildings, and then these guys follow behind, and they're just crossing the street now.
Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna have my silver flail equipped. I'm just gonna charge at them.
Okay.
Yoll, what about you?
Like intercept.
Yeah, Yoll, what are you doing?
I was gonna try and get behind them, but I guess that's not happening at this point. So I guess I am also charging them.
Behind them? What do you mean? Oh, like you wanted to like
let them pass and then try and get behind
I
them.
see.
For
Okay. I mean, they're still not going to see you coming down the street.
I mean, sure.
Yoll can still follow behind. Like he can still go after me. I want to get in between, the lady and them.
Okay. So, just to describe this properly, so they're jutting across. You'll easily be able to slip behind them. Buru, in order to get between them, you would need to run between the houses to kind of catch that gap.
So I'm running here.
Here. Sorry,
Yep.
I'll put her up. Okay.
I can't see her if there's an icon.
There is. She's right above
I
you.
don't see a token.
I don't see a token either.
You don't see it?
No.
Anywhere.
I'll follow Yoll.
That's why this is really
You see
confusing.
that one?
Oh,
Now-
I see it
now.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought you could see her the whole time.
I want to
follow
cut
you.
up this street. If that's okay.
Yeah,
Wanna cut
that's
up,
fine.
Cut up this way.
Yep. Okay.
And before anything, so as I run up, I see them. I'm gonna raise my shield, and also say, and like, thinking to my shield, "Welcome home."
Oh.
And it will respond to you. Yeah, yes, home. And it sounds very it sounds like thrilled. Okay, so you're still trying to dip behind him?
Yeah. If Buru is going to cut them off, then I'll go behind them.
Okay. So when this woman kind of like she's like just glances back behind her. She sees Buru jump in between. Gantash, you made your way up to the street.
Yeah, but I want to like look both ways.
Oh man.
So you go a little bit slower, but you check both directions, and you luckily do not see anything on the streets. Rhea actually follows with Yoll. Lulu is with Yoll, and Silas, what are you doing?
I'm following Yoll.
Okay, so you guys are all gonna be behind then. Okay.
Yeah, this is like it's if everyone's flanking, no one's flanking. Just so we're all aware.
Well, Buru's right in the thick of it. So I'm gonna jump you guys over to something
I'll
else.
back you up, brother.
It's time to duel.
Party till I die. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure where that came from.
You said do.
Oh yeah.
Ever heard
that's
that
right.
song?
Oh, that song.
Lemon, that TikTok or sound describes you too well.
So let me jump you over here.
Random battle map.
So bright. So make it the bright.
Actually, I'm gonna put you up here, and they're gonna be up here.
Oh, that's excruciating.
Where the fuck is Rhea? What's excruciating?
Blind.
How fucking
Oh, it's
blinding that shit
raining.
is.
You do not own a token with vision in this scene.
It's raining ash. Hallelujah.
It's raining ash.
Oh,
Well, it's not gonna be raining rain, is it?
Yeah, it's true.
Unless.
Good point.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I really need to pee for better.
yeah, me too.
Fair enough.
All right, piss break, everyone.
Piss break.
Can't leave my quarantine zone.
So what? You just got a bucket in the corner? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
No, I have a air mattress though on the floor. The Phrank, how's it going? Good.
That's good. Is it just me and you?
It is.
Wait, you guys don't have vision? Do you have vision?
No. Oh wait. Give me a sec. I do.
Yeah, so you can see.
Yeah, a bunch of squares and
Correct.
it doesn't look like Simo can see though. It's just black on his Twitch feed.
Okay. I guess I would
give me a
have to.
sec. Oh yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Turn it off and on again.
That's how it works. Where's Gantash? I don't see his token.
He's way up top.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to see him.
I see Buru
Right-
and then
right here.
two.
Right here.
I don't see him there now.
Oh well, he's there. I
Okay.
promise. You know what? I'm gonna just delete him and bring him in again. Do.
Yeah, I see him.
Perfect.
You have to do the on and off. Oh wait. Oh, now he has a area of effect. I see the whole board.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm fixing it. Actually, that's not true. We're gonna do this.
It doesn't keep the same settings from scene to scene.
Well, yeah. So there is a reason for it. That scene in particular, the map, in order to get you to have like a tiny radius, for some reason the scale on that map is huge. So I had to. Normally, you have 60 feet of vision. I had to set it to 400. So currently, you have 400 on this map.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's very, very. It's just. It is what it is. In fact, there you go.
They're pooping for sure, right?
We assume so. We assume so.
Well, we know one of them's always full of shit.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I love everybody.
That's rich coming from you.
Well, I'm a grown man.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You heard him. He's a grown man.
Except for, have you seen the way he acts and also his personality traits?
What?
What do you mean?
He's
You've been
fucking.
around me, brother.
Yeah, he's top tier. He's fucking. He's a grown man now.
Who?
I've changed.
Yeah, he's changed.
He's changed, has he?
Oh,
At
has
least
he?
Once a day. Gets into his work clothes, bro.
Wait, why are there 2 women?
Huh?
Why are there 2 women?
There's 3.
I only see 2.
Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right?
I don't see the middle one.
You don't see the middle one?
How do you know which one you don't see if you don't see it? Huh?
Because I'm imagining that it's
Fucking get your shit together, brother.
2 toddlers and the mom in the middle.
I see 3. I see 3 right there.
Yeah, now I see 3 because he now did it.
I did it.
That was a really
Okay,
good
Lennon.
lemon cosplay.
Set the tone, buddy.
Battle music.
Combat music. Hell combat music.
Hell, I'm just gonna type that into Google or YouTube.
Make sure
No
the
wonder
music.
these fucking playlists suck balls.
Make sure the music sounds very welcoming. You know.
Some doom music.
Boom, 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 boom.
Look, I'd be fine with fucking Nickelback, right?
It's the bare necessities.
That ain't hell music. That's the good shit.
That is the good shit. Okay, are all you nerds back in place, freshly pooped?
Did you just
love
assume my excrement?
Did you just
My
assume my excretion right now? Ew. Check your excretion at the door.
Do you even know you fiber? How'd you know it wasn't diarrhea?
Okay, so as these devils are charging forward, they so first of all, the woman with her 2 kids looks back, sees Buru, and just goes, "Oh my, thank God!" and continues to try to run forward. The devils slow their pace when Buru kind of like jumps out from the side of the house, and I assume like stands his ground. So they slow down, and then they like kind of all just look at each other, smile, and just run. They're kind of like tentacle like beards just like flapping behind them. Rhea, Yoll, Silas, and Lulu, they do not see you.
We have to roll initiative, don't we?
You do. So let's get everybody rolling initiative. Bum, 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 bum.
There we go. Oh, fuck.
Sorry. Initiative.
Did it not roll? I did roll. Oh no, I didn't.
What even is your initiative modifier? Is it dexterity?
Wowee. Yes, it is. Pretty sure. Okay, and we will do this.
Fuck, this is a lot.
Okay. Bong, bong.
Lulu gets initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
And she
fuck.
rolls perfect to character. Okay. So they all are charging forward, Buru.
Forward.
They
For you,
They-
Sandstorm.
they look totally thrilled to actually see you there, and they just continue their running at you. You have first initiative, brother.
Man, why did that crossbow have to be two-handed, bro? I would so sick if it was one-handed.
That would be so broken.
Yeah, if it was like
There
attached
is a
to your
kind of
arm,
one. There is a hand of one type of one-handed crossbow.
there is.
Oh.
Roger had one.
He had a no-hand crossbow.
So I'm gonna get rid of this +1 mace.
R.I.P.
That.
Fine by sacrifice.
Reporting for duty.
Like more like
All
over
right.
here. Over here.
All right, lead us on, brother.
I mean, if I charge, I'm gonna get fucked. I'm going to be clever and dodge.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm either about to get attacked by 3 things at once, so I have to dodge here.
Okay.
I'm gonna dodge and stand my ground.
Okay. They take a defensive stance, and they do not seem deterred. So they are going to continue on running forward. And this one on the right, he sprints ahead a bit and runs up to start doing some damage. So he's going to start out by reaching behind him, pulling out a glaive and swinging it around to try to hit you with it. And in fact, he's going to do it from a distance. So he's actually going to be from back here. So he pulls this long glaive out, swings it across. It seems to extend as he sends it out. And dodge means I attack at disadvantage,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So that would be a 15 to hit.
Big negative.
Okay. So he swings out and you're able to just kind of duck behind your shield and he just cuts straight across the top of you. Let me see here. And then having missed, he follows through, spins around, and whips his beard. He takes a step forward and whips his beard at you. So he gets closer in range and he will attack at disadvantage. The first one's a 20. The second one is it's a 15 to hit again. So it's going to come whipping around and you just hear ding, 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 clanging across your shield as you've tucked behind it and everything just gets absorbed by your shield. And he stands his ground, readying another glaive attack. Next is Gantash.
Damn, Buru. You spicy.
I'm glad I dodged that. That's so good. That's a smart move.
All right, just fucking stroke your own dick for a segue.
So one second, I need to turn the music down a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I can't say.
So please describe to me the relationship to the distance between me and the commoner. Like, has she already crossed the street or she's about to start sprinting away?
No, so she was running like full tilt, stumbling. She's not moving very fast. Not to mention she's kind of stumbling with the two kids, and she turned to look and gave that like exasperated like, oh thank God, and then started like picking her kids back up to get ready to start moving again.
Okay. Gantash is gonna run over here.
Okay.
Try to stay close to the wall because it's a major street, right? Like this is a major street,
Yes.
right? Like this area here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to her.
Mm-hmm.
And quickly say like, you know, just kind of like in passing. I can't really say a lot in 6 seconds. Like, find safety. We'll find you.
And she kind of like is startled to see you coming, and starts like taking off again. But she actually like tucks behind this way here. Well, she will be.
And I got some juice for y'all. And we are going to cast Shield of Faith onto Buru, 60 feet of range.
Oh shit, baby.
+2 AC for up to 10 minutes.
Jesus.
And he will, Gantash will stand just in the middle of the street, close his eyes, and this holy power just kind of just weaves its way over to Buru. And Gantash just proudly shoulders back. There's only Torm. With him as your shield and your protector, you will fight unscathed.
And I'm just gonna raise my arms as I feel this light just take me. And then I'm gonna stance and hold my ground and just like roar at these bearded devils.
And the light emanating from you seems to be the only like pure light in this place. Everything else seems to be this like very dark and red colored hues that hits all the buildings, but then this lights up and you see like the true colors of the buildings start to shine as this light kind of emanates from you. Okay, and is that it for Gantash?
Yeah, that's max movement. That's my shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So the woman tucks behind this building here. She does not make it very far, and she puts the kids down to kind of like regather them. And that's what she's gonna do. Silas, you are up.
Boy.
I'm gonna move Gantash just to see what they're up to, if that's okay.
Sure.
For the stream, for the content.
Sure.
Oh, you're not actually there. Okay.
No, I'm not there. That'd be dope though. Just surprise.
That would be terrible. Are you kidding me? You're a fucking priest. You're gonna get your ass walloped.
I'll hit them with my silvered quarterstaff.
Wait, what?
I'm just no, I
Would have been a good idea for
Yeah.
us to consider possibly silvering some weapons before we go to demon heaven.
yeah. Thinking is not this group's strong suit.
What are you talking about?
I've got one.
I would like to cast Magic Missile.
Great.
Good spell.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, hold on. Keep in mind, they don't see us. They don't know we're here.
Mhm.
That's all.
Oh, we have advantage.
Yeah, come up and whack them.
And just so you guys know, because I've heard you guys some people talk about like metagaming and stuff like this. This like tiny little strategic stuff here, I don't consider that metagaming. Like it's good for you guys to understand your positions and shit like that.
What's metagaming? Who's saying metagaming?
Well, just talking like little bits of strategy, like what.
Basically, like optimizing your things to synergize with each other and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't mind that really. Like this was like a tiny little example. I just wanted you guys to have an example in front of you. Like it's a good thing because your characters are like battle ready, like they've been through battle, so they would know these things too. Like so, if you guys,
my
Reminding
character.
Lemon of the context. That's all.
yeah,
Actually, the situation that you like read to us, I think about what Buru would do. Like, yep, he would try to save that woman, so he just runs in between.
I mean, maybe I'm just a little fuzzy right now, but I don't know if, for me, like a wizard getting the surprise on somebody actually does anything. With
Then
my
ask your
spells.
DM.
That's
Yeah.
what that was. That's what.
yeah.
that was.
So on spells, anything.
Does anybody
with,
have a bush nearby? I've got a baseball bat.
anything with like a anything with like a saving throw, specifically like dexterity, if they've got to like dodge out of the way of something, they're gonna have disadvantage on it. But if it's like a wisdom save or something that's just like has to do with like their ability to withstand magic, you're not gonna have advantage on it, or they're not gonna have disadvantage, I should say.
Oh well.
But anything that requires accuracy, where it's like a roll to hit, you will have advantage on it. So for example, if you cast your firebolt, you would have advantage on it.
Huh.
Sorry, you said I'd have advantage on if they had to do dex saving?
Like they would have disadvantage. And if it's a roll to hit, you would have advantage.
I'm gonna cast Fireball then.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Mary, Joseph. It's okay, I can cast it back.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay.
Cooked little Gantash.
You can, if
I
you
guess
want
I
to,
can move it.
yeah, you can bump it up. You get to
You
choose
have
where
the
it goes.
range to be able to hit all three of them if you fancy.
Turn it up. No, that's the max.
Okay, that's it right there.
Oh damn.
Okay. Okay, so none of them seeing you. You are going to be surprising them with a fireball.
Pretty surprising.
I'm gonna.
That is a very hot surprise.
Hot tamales.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like sneak up with Yoll and just roll up my sleeve and pull out this massive fireball and just whip it at them, like right in front of the other two. And yeah.
DC 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nelly. Okay. One of them actually made it. So you whip out this fireball, Buru. You just feel like still kind of hunkered in. You just feel this heat just come right up to your face and dissipate. The bearded devil in front of you takes the full brunt of this thing. Go ahead and roll your damage, by the way. And the two running.
Oh!
Jesus.
Oh my.
It's half on a save. It's half on a save, right?
It's half on a successful, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. And just the two running, just see this thing come up. The one on the right that you can see, that's still closest to you, just it's like he runs into a wall and just gets blown back. The other one kind of sees it coming and then tucks himself in behind his cloak and gets it up in front of himself. The one in front of Buru, though, is going to take the full brunt. Goes down to, let's do some math here.
Damn, he's still alive.
It's like 40 pretty much, you know.
Minus 40 plus 1.
Oh yeah, true. So that'll be this. This one will be this. And I'll give you guys a little description of this in a second. And this one will be... okay. And you see these, the two that take the full brunt, they just get their skin, their face, like all this flesh just gets blown open. And just chunks fly off of them, and they're just this cooked, stunned expression as the one in front of you kind of turns, and you see the skin on his face has just been blown open, revealing this just gnarled, blackened skull that just flows into that beard. So you fucked him up pretty good. Anything else for you, Silas?
Wait, he just dealt 100 damage. What do you mean he fucked him up pretty good? That's chump shit.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest hit of the campaign so far, if I'm not mistaken.
That's more damage than Roger did in all of his sessions combined, including to us.
Yeah. I mean, that thunderclap was pretty fucking...
Yeah, that was like 60% of the damage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, you're chilling. Okay, next up is going to be Rhea, who is... Yep.
Can I ask a question first? Does that affect our status as unseen?
Yeah, you are seen. You are seen. Rhea's gonna come screaming up, and this is like a battle cry you haven't heard before. Just and comes and runs up to try to attack the one directly in front of her. She just beelines it and swings her sword. So she's going to roll to hit this bad boy. Swinging with her longsword. And she is going to hit very hard here. She's going to swing out and slash this one in front. Just cuts straight across his arm, and all that flesh that's blown open, she just cuts a huge chunk off of the shoulder. Just wedges it straight down. Next, actually, and she's going to stand there. So next up is Yoll. Next up is the Bearded Devils. What am I thinking? The two of these are actually going to turn straight to Rhea, and they are going to leap back. She'll swing out for her reaction and miss. And sorry, I'm still punching in some numbers here. And they are going to attack with their beards on the way out. So both of them like simultaneously attack and hop back. And let's see if they hit. The first one does not hit. The second one does hit. And she will have to make a dexterity save, which she passes. So the beards kind of stick their barbs in her and rip out, but she stands her ground, and then they whip out with the glaives. The first one hits, and the second one misses. So she's going to take another little chunk. So that's quite a bit. So with the glaive, so the beards come out, the glaive comes across, and it just cuts her straight across the jaw and just opens up this huge wound on her face.
Yuck.
And she has to make a Constitution saving throw, which she passes. Okay. And they both run up to gather around Buru.
Good luck.
Uh-oh.
Not to them. Or sorry, not to Buru. To them.
Next is Yoll.
Blower. Not really a lot I can do.
Lulu is still strapped up to you.
Like strapped to my forehead?
Like she's like wedged into your thing. She's not strapped to your forehead anymore. She's just like wedged herself in and is like kind of gripping your shoulder.
Okay. Wait. Fuck. That's so annoying.
I could technically attack 4 times.
Okay. I'm going to tell Lulu to brace herself, and then I'm going to move 40 feet. 10, 20, 30, 40. Boom.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to use a dash action just to get up here.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I want my I want this to be known as my battle tattoos, and I want the tattoo to cover my entire body head to toe and just like various weird, vaguely threatening looking things.
Okay. Okay. So the tattoo morphs around you, and it takes on like some of it looks like tribal bits, some of it looks like war tattoos, like weapons and scars.
Like even like prison tats, everything.
The chocolate milk.
Emojis all over him. Plus the winky face. This is so threatening.
No, the 100 emojis. You know, he's just.
You look like a $40 Fall Guys skin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Incredible.
that's a funny way to explain that. A Fall Guys skin.
Do you have a bonus action or anything you want to toss in?
Yeah, I'd like to use my pipe. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't think I can.
Okay.
Having to use a barbarian having to use their action to dash kind of makes them a little bit useless for the turn.
Yeah, I know that feeling very well.
So I'm just weapon out, batting down the hatches.
Okay, fair enough. Lulu.
I would also like to actually, I'm not sure if I can do this, but I would like to actively attempt to, like, shield off any attacks that might hit Lulu. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Like basically, I want to tank things that would hit Lulu, considering we are occupying the same space.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. And at that, actually, Lulu kind of like tucks behind you, but kind of like pokes her head out from underneath your arm to attack this one right here.
Yo.
With her tusks.
Holy.
Hey,
And she very timidly like slips her head out and then and she ends up like a foot away and just slides back in. And lets out a little like shameful like trumpet as she slides back in. And I call for her, Buru.
All right. I'd like to attack this one.
Okay, go ahead. With what, by the way?
Silver flail.
Okay. 15. That hits. For 12 damage.
D8 plus 5, man.
You gotta check my weapon. This guy's sauced.
Okay. So you swing your flail and just smash him straight across the face. His whole skull basically gets indented with your flail, and you feel that satisfying chunk as you've hit devils with not so effective weapons before, but this one just full blows his head, pounds his head in, and he, like, you can see his one eye just starts drooping, but he looks back at you just with the one eye still kind of barely standing, like ready to swing at you one more time.
And at that, I'm gonna, as I'm swinging across, my flail is also gonna come right back.
To hit him again?
Yep.
Okay. Just describe. He had 1 health. Just describe it.
I rolled a fucking 8. Oh yeah, I just want to smack him right across back, and I kind of like when you like hit a golf ball, you kind of like guide it. I want the head to land next to his companion, like his colleague there, his other bearded devil friend.
Okay.
I just want to purposely cover him in spaghetti,
Yeah.
And while it's happening, I'm also gonna shake the blood off and fling it at that one in front of me.
Okay. So you flail out, bang, swing again, bang, and his head just cracks off from his body, and just rolls out, hits his friend in the head, and you kind of flick your flail, shield readied up, and you actually see something interesting happen. The way the other devils died on the material plane is they kind of shriveled up and just kind of dried up. This one stays in its current form, but you see this like smoke leave its body and just dissipate into the air. But the body itself does not shrivel up. It just kind of stays fully fleshed out, bleeding out in the middle of this street.
Gross.
Is there anything else, Buru?
Yeah, he's hitting again, bro.
No, I already attacked twice. I'm trying to remember. God, it's been a while since we did combat. 1 sec.
Yeah. It's been a while. I guess a dragon's not combat, it's just role play.
Oh, dragon. I'd like to persuade the dragon with my flail.
I did 3 damage to that thing last time, and I died. So it's been a while.
What the fuck are you saying?
The dragon.
Yeah, he did not do a ton.
I didn't.
Oh, to the dragon we fought? You only did
Yeah,
3 damage over that whole fight?
I didn't do shit to him.
No.
You didn't have the crossbow at the time.
You just did 25 damage just now, so that's pretty good.
Hey, caught up.
Lemon's still sitting at a casual hunge.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Easy.
Is it? Okay. Next, so the bearded devil that was next is dead. So Gantash, you're up.
Oh, Ganti.
Pull the dead.
It's fucking. It's range. I can get him from here.
You can fucking bong his ass from here, yeah.
Yeah. Which one is the weaker one? No, which one's the weaker one?
The one that's closest to you looks in better shape.
Toll the dead.
Okay. So what check is it?
Oh, oops. I'm just trying to send it to its wisdom.
Wisdom.
Fuck me in the big tit.
It'll never hit. I'm
Gantash
sorry.
just
Bong.
he you know fucking tries to do some shit, doesn't work. They've got it, and he like walks over to the commoner to like help her, like get down, help her up, whatever.
Okay. And she will in turn tell you, let's get behind these houses. And she'll start moving. And you can, it's like your turn simultaneously. Like you can follow her.
Yeah, I will.
Next is Silas. Do it again, buddy. Please.
Fireball?
Yo, just cook everybody.
I have advantage on deck saves, so I could likely
No.
only take half damage.
I'm not
Please, God, no.
Yeah, Lulu will be fine.
Magic missile. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If you so much as hurt Lulu, I'm gonna fucking come over there myself and
why
I'm
would
gonna
I
give you
do
your ass
that?
a wedgie.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I ain't evil yet.
You have a habit of not reading the spells that you cast before you cast them, so it could happen.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things going on. I'm gonna move a little bit closer.
Right.
And I'm gonna cast Firebolt on
I'm gonna
the
hold
one
Ray's hand.
closest to me.
Oh,
Ray's
Ray's hand.
Watch this, Rhea.
Fucking whips like crazy.
This
Pants
is
get
for
shorter.
Oh, but
Okay.
on the one closest to me.
Oh, it has more damage now.
Mm-hmm.
Its maximum is 20. It's fucking nutty.
Firebolt's a fucking good ass spell, bro.
Yeah, better than
Well,
Toll
yeah.
the Dead. Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, do I roll to it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you do.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits like twice.
It's a little.
All right.
And roll your damage.
Oh,
You rolled a
babe.
6 and a 9.
Oh, baby.
That deserves a nice.
That's
2d10 on a cantrip?
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
dog.
Toll the Dead's the
It's not a
same.
cantrip. It's not a cantrip.
It
Yes,
is.
it is. Firebolt
a
is a
cantrip?
cantrip.
Oh,
Holy shit. Yeah, wizard scale, huh?
Bro, Toll the Dead is 2d12 if they're injured.
Okay, go ahead. Describe it.
I pull up my sleeve's already pulled up. I pull out another fireball, or not a fireball, sorry, firebolt, and I'm feeling good about this one. I feel it feels more powerful. It feels like it's gonna hit, and I do the same thing. I just whip it at this guy, and to my surprise, it lands.
He's straight up Spider-Maning these things, eh? He's like,
I've got a trick up my. Oh, my sleeve's up.
yes.
Okay. so you send this, and he is focused on Buru, and so you just send this straight through his back and just blow his chest open, and it just splatters onto the shield and just clinks. You just hear this clinking of all these different bits hitting the shield, and again, this smoke just leaves the front of his chest and dissipates into the air, and his just bloodied, gooey corpse just hits the ground. Okay. So that is it for this homeboy. +1 dead. Next is going to be Rhea, who is going to, again, just like full-on battle rage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to find her way around and swing out to hit this homeboy with her longsword. And she is going to miss. So she tries to get around Yoll, being aware of Lulu, just steps to the side, can't quite hit, just falls short. Next is going to be the Bearded Devil.
You're in trouble now, boy.
Who is going to look to the two on the floor, and he will say their names. He will say, he'll look at the one and say Blas, and the other one Thun, and then turn and looks at Buru and lets out this scream, ah! And attacks with his beard. Oh, what does Sentinel do?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes a melee attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to take a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Did we determine that happens before he attacks?
Yeah.
It happens before? Okay.
I think so.
That's why he actually. That's why he got you. He got you with one of those.
I mean, it's a reaction, so you have to be pretty precise about when you use them.
It's true. It's true.
How's the 16 sound?
Yeah, that hits.
I was 15 sound.
15. That is going to hit. So this is the one that's saved. So he's a little bit more agile, and you swing straight for the center of him, and he is able to kind of duck out of the way, but you clip him straight across the head, cut open his skull, and it cleans through across his shoulder, and you just open this huge wound, this scar that just travels through both his head and his limb, but he follows through with his own attack.
Hold on. I'm taking the attack action currently, and I have extra attack.
Wait, what?
I have extra attack.
You're
you
not
take the attack action, you can attack again.
Okay. Say link Sentinel. Link Sentinel.
I think it's like a bonus, a reaction, no?
Yeah.
You can use your reaction to make a melee. Oh,
like
use your
a
reaction to make a melee weapon attack. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think because it says when you take the attack action. I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
You almost fucking double nerded me. You almost pressed your glasses through your own face. So anyways, you catch him cocking back with his beard and flings it over at Buru. So he is going to roll an 11 to hit.
No, sir.
And he will jump back this way to try to make an attack with his glaive.
By the way, sorry, there is an additional effect on Sentinel, and it is when you hit a creature with opportunity attack, that creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of their turn.
He stands still. Let me just see here. Hold on.
And he missed, right? So.
Well, no. I was rolling for Rhea, so just one second.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I just need to look at the glaive. Okay, so he's okay to still swing with it. Okay, so he's gonna roll to hit.
Against whom?
Against Buru. He's still going. For a 13 to hit. And I know that one doesn't. So everything coming your way, Buru, you just hear the clangs against the shield, the huge clang of the glaive against your shield, and it just ripples this sound out across to hit these buildings, and you take no damage. And he tries to move, but he cannot. He looks to the distance to try to step forward and run away, and he can't move. Okay, Yoll.
Send him packing.
Oh, actually, I just realized something. When you swung to hit him, you felt that similar, like, not satisfying, like, clunk through. I gotta.
How bad's he looking?
Pretty bad. He wasn't looking as bad as his friends were before
I
they
mean,
got
I did
taken
just slash
out.
through his forehead, so I feel like he's looking not great. I am going to take the attack action.
Okay.
I am going to attack him recklessly
Yes, I had a feeling.
for my first attack.
Go ahead. Great shovel. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
For 11 damage, please.
Okay.
Or however much 11 damage becomes.
Yep. Okay. So again, you feel that same resistance on his skin. It's like your shovel kind of cuts through, but then wedges in, like you can't get it all the way through. And I know what's coming next.
Yeah, then I would maybe like to attack him once more. I am still reckless. So
Yes, you are.
Still. How's another 25?
Yeah. No, this one misses. Okay.
How's a 13?
Okay. So you have sliced this guy up pretty good, despite the fact that his skin feels very thick and steeled to your attacks. He is this just chopped open, bloodied, mangled fucking mess.
And then I would like to. Is Lulu still like on me, or
Just
is
strapped in.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. Okay. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Next, Lulu. She's gonna try the same thing. Slides her head out, reaches forward to try to hit. This one might actually hit.
Can you,
Let's go, girl. Let's go, girl.
bro? This may be her only kill of the whole campaign.
Okay, so it does hit. I literally don't think it's possible for this to kill. She doesn't do it. So she reaches out with her tiny little tusks. They're only like they only stick out like maybe 3 inches from her face. But she gives it her best go, stabs him in the side, and then quickly retreats back. And these 2 little squirts of blood come out of his side, almost like a large, oversized spider bite. But she jumps back behind Lulu, very, very thrilled with herself. Is like a little happier this time. Buru, you're up next, buddy.
All right. I am going to just straight up just end this guy's misery.
Oh my
Yep.
good golly.
You can't roll a 1, so go. Yeah, just. Yeah. Go ahead and describe it.
I'm gonna uppercut with the mace swinging up like from down up,
Mhm.
from his, going to his chin.
Mhm.
And I'm not swinging. I'm purposely like trying to get the spike into his freaking the bottom of his jaw. And yeah, that's how I want to end it.
Okay, and you do. You crush through all that beard material and just smash straight up, and you can even see a part of your flail in his mouth before you pull it out, and he just drops down. That same smoke leaves from that same wound and just dissipates into the air. And that went way more one-sided than I thought it would. So I will peel you guys out of combat. Nicely done. All 3 of them lay dead on the ground. And I'll bring you back to that.
I might say.
Yeah, extremely dead. Extremely dead. So I'll bring you guys up close here. Gantash, you're tucked around the building here. You guys are going to be a little bit mashed in, but you get the idea.
I guess kind of as the commoner and I rush the corner, try to get into like the side streets. I'm assuming she stops at some point, or like does she just keep going? Like what does she do?
Yeah, so she feeling a little bit safer, like tucks in between those two buildings. And on now that kind of things have settled down, you get like a closer look at her. She's, holding these two kids, these two little girls close to her body. And you can see that her clothes are very, very dirty. They're like covered in ash and dirt. And there's like a little bit of like a burnt smell coming off of her as well. She's just in these commoner's clothes, like a commoner's dress, the bottom of which is ripped and tattered. And she has no hood or anything, no cloak, nothing to cover her head. And her hair is just tattered and mangled, and like almost clumping now because it's so dirtied.
Gantash takes out a ration. It's like, are you hungry?
We're starving. This is the only reason we even left where we were.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him 3. Fuck it. I'll give 1 to each.
And she like looks at you and just weakly takes it from you, but as quick as her hands can move, very shaky, she just grabs out the pieces of food, first feeding her 2 daughters, and they gladly take it. They're very slow to move, but they get it in their mouths and they just slowly start chewing on it, and you can see they're struggling just to get it down. And she just kind of watches them for a minute before taking anything for herself, and she slowly just starts eating for herself as well. When she goes to grab it, you can see her hand is like very slender, and she's just doesn't really say much as she just continues to just eat.
Torm has smiled on you today. What's your name?
It's Arkina.
Arkina. My friends and I are here to attempt to save the city. I know it's not going to be an easy task, but after you've had a bite to eat, we'd really appreciate any information you can provide us to help us on our quest.
I can tell you now. By the way, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna come to them.
Okay.
All right, head to Gantash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also walk over, but I'm kind of keeping an eye out on the main street to see if anything is coming around, because I think they're around the corner in this sort of alley, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna do what Buru does and inspect the 3 bodies.
Sure.
I'm also
so
giving Lulu mad props for a nice hit.
And she like stiffens her trunk and like nods her head. She looks very, very proud of herself. Buru, I'm actually going to start with you. So the bearded devils, the glaives that they were carrying, it's like they had this like kind of like dulling effect after the bearded devils died.
Ooh.
So when you saw them swinging it had this like this sheen to it. They were like, but it almost looks like the blades have turned to stone. It's just like it's had this like dulling effect. The rest of what you find on them is
Soul coins.
That's what I was thinking.
These bearded devils don't really have anything on them. It's clear that they were here fitted for combat, but so they had just their armor with them, but nothing else really.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay.
Just gonna
And
kick
we're
stones.
sorry, say again.
I'm just gonna kick rocks.
Okay. So what are you doing though after that?
I'm just keeping guard. We're literally in hell, so.
Okay.
Whoever ends up arriving, I'll introduce Arkina. This is Arkina. She's just about to tell us some things about this place, about Elturel, our city.
I'll say, even though Buru and Yoll are guarding, you're close enough that you can hear the conversation. So she goes on to say, she says, so many of us died as soon as Elturel got brought down here. They fell off the sides and they were attacked in the most brutal way. The creatures that roam these streets, it's like they're patrolling like they own the place, but half the time they're fighting things that I've never even seen before. It's like they're fighting themselves or something, like things that just look kind of like them but different in the streets. Anyways, we've been hiding in the basement of this tavern, but we ran out of food, and we were just hoping maybe Thavius would come up with a plan to save us and take back the city, but so far nothing. And the companion is acting so strange.
Are there more of you in the tavern?
Well, no, it was just us. Everybody else, I think, is on the east side of the city. I've heard that they're at the High Hall.
As I suspected.
Why aren't you?
Well, I couldn't get over there. There's patrols. I would have died just for leaving this one time if you weren't here. And wait, where have you been? Where is there somewhere on the west side of the city that I don't know about?
Well,
We're new arrivals.
yes, we teleported here.
Why? Why would you do that?
I told you, Arkina. We're here to save Elturel.
Only Thavius can save Elturel.
Gantash looks down. Maybe. Maybe it'll be Torm.
I don't know if Torm has any presence down here.
Torm guided me here, Arkina. He's with you. He's with all of us. And who do you think supports Thavius? It's Torm. You believe in the truth, and he'll believe in you.
I haven't lost faith. I've just seen so much death.
I know. I look to the rest of the group and I say, the High Halls sounds like where we need to go next. Would you be against, or can we help Arkina make it there safely?
I don't see why not.
Of course.
I'm just gonna be like playing around with my flail.
Arkina will keep you safe.
I just want to get to the other side of the city. This side is much worse. I don't even know if there's any other survivors here.
That's okay. We'll get to the High Hall, and we'll go from there. These creatures you spoke of, you said they look the same? They're fighting themselves?
Well, no, not exactly. They just look different. I've never seen anything I've never seen something like this before. And she like points over to the bearded devils. So, but they're fighting things that aren't human either.
Hmm.
But they're fighting to the death. There's corpses in the streets. And they're not just humans. They're not just Elturellians.
And the
And they fight-
companion. Oh, sorry.
They fight so viciously.
And you said the companion is acting weird.
Well, look at it. And she like points up to the sky, and that's the black orb with the lightning streaking from it.
What does it do?
It just every once in a while, just like a lightning bolt hits the ground. I haven't been close enough to see what it's been doing, but it's horrible.
Does it hit a similar part of the city over and over again?
No, it seems to be hitting different things, but it's all in the middle of the city.
Okay. Akina, you finish your food and we'll move out. Let's get you to High Hall safely.
I'm gonna have Yoll make a. Actually, I'm gonna have Yoll and Buru make perception checks,
Oh,
and you
boy.
can, if you roll worse than your passive, we can use your passive here.
Oh, nice. Okay, passive is 14.
Okay, and Buru, what's your passive?
How do I tell what passive is?
It's next to the, like, do you see the stat that you
10.
rolled?
10.
Say,
10.
So his
Okay, the
roll's
11
better.
The 11 beats. Okay, and Yoll, you said 14.
14 is my passive.
Okay, so Yoll, from kind of what I've got here, I'm kind of envisioning Buru. You're on you're looking up and down the street going north-south, and Yoll, you said you're looking at the main street, so you're looking at the east-west street.
Yeah.
Buru, you catch a glimpse to the south, so just across the way from the market circle. You see a you can't make out too much of it, but you see this pretty large, about half the height of a building. Like, you just use it as like a reference point. This like black, oily skinned creature running on all fours, like grabbing the ground and running almost like a cheetah, but with this huge hulking frame, running across the market circle and down into the street. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but like down into the street to the southeast. Yoll, you see to the east, actually very near where you guys came in, but a little bit further down, you actually see a very, very heavily armored humanoid-looking creature with this big black and steel-colored helmet with flames draping out of the back of it, riding this totally jet black horse, and instead of it having a mane, it has just flames that whip behind it, including its tail, and it has and there are two imps flying overhead of this thing. It also excuse me, is holding down at its side, not quite dragging on the ground, this long black sword, and it just slowly and confidently makes its way south across the street.
Oh,
It's Nick
that's
Cage. It's Ghost Rider.
That is not good.
We have to move quickly.
Is the direction of the city north, I'm imagining, right? Yeah.
The bridges are northwest, and the High Hall is, like, if you were to cross the bridge, you'd be going almost immediately south and
Okay.
a little bit further west.
Okay. After hearing that from Yoll, Akina, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. And she kind of scrapes up the last little bit of food from the paper wrapping and just like kind of scrapes it into her mouth. Her kids are just very, very slowly getting through their food. It's like their jaw is just in like slow-mo as they're just trying to chew the food. She says they'll finish as we go.
And they walk.
I'm not making them walk here. I'm gonna carry them.
Let me help.
And she just kind of like looks you up and down. She says, okay, you can take one.
And Dash is holding a baby.
I was gonna say she's with a judging old man in hell.
I will hold a baby by my. I will have to remove my shield, right? Yeah, I can't. So shield gone, baby on.
Toddler, like it's like a human. It's not a baby.
Whatever, baby.
Yeah, it's
It's
like 2.5 feet tall.
the baby adds AC, right? Like if I use the baby to, I'm just kidding.
No shit. Literally, it does. It literally does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. There's DMG rules for meat shields.
Oh,
Oh.
my sweet baby lord.
I
Why did I
That's
say
what
baby?
you meant.
God damn it. Sweet baby. Stop that.
turn to Yoll. Let's move. To the high hall, to the bridges.
Careful to the east and the south. We have to go.
And she just says, "Move quietly, please. Don't draw any attention." Okay. So,
Quietly, yes, but quickly.
okay. So you guys make your way there. So you guys are attempting to move. Basically, there's two bridges. One is much farther north, and one is just basically from where you're standing, almost directly northwest. So you do with that what you will. I'll let one of you move a token first, and then I'll kind of follow along with whoever else is coming.
I'm thinking we're going in this general direction, right?
Yeah.
Straight north. Okay. And you're staying in the main streets?
I mean, probably not, to be honest. Like, if we're trying to stay
Quiet.
low and out of sight.
Okay.
I just don't know how much there is in terms of like alleyways and hopping fences with children in arms.
So everybody's gonna kind of crawl along.
What's the girl's name again?
Arkina.
Yeah, Arkina. I'd like to like walk next to her and ask her. Arkina, is it?
Yes.
My name is Silas. I'm from Elturel. I have a family here. Have you heard of Jace and Isabel? Blacktree?
Yes. I haven't seen them though. Are you their boy?
I am.
I'm gonna stop you guys from crawling just for a second, just because I have to do a thing before you guys go up too far. But I'll carry on this here for you, Silas. You look so different.
Been a while since I've been back to Elturel.
Yeah, but you look. Anyways, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen. I saw a lot of people die, and I can tell you for sure that they weren't one of them. That doesn't mean they're still alive. I just didn't see them with my own eyes.
At least that's something to go on.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I have somebody roll a D10 for me, please? Let's have Buru do it. Buru, roll a D10.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. Oh no, geez, good golly, Miss Molly.
What'd you get? 2? Okay.
That's one too many.
It's closest to the one. We got him.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you? 2. Oh, okay.
Okay. So as you guys are making your way down the street, you're like kind of tucking your way in the buildings. You're going behind buildings, and you're finding actually pretty good pathing to make your way through the city. However, as you make your way through behind and in between some of these buildings, you find yourself in a little bit of a slender alleyway between these two very large 2-story buildings. And just so I can know, I obviously know that Yoll is likely in the lead here. Can I just get a marching order other than that? Because you're going through some pretty narrow streets. So how would you align yourselves?
I'll say I'm last.
Last, okay.
I'll be behind you all.
Okay. And so I'll put Rhea behind you, and Silas and and Harkina are going to be there.
Yeah.
Behind you.
And Lulu's on my shoulders.
What's that?
And Lulu's on my shoulders.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
It's absolutely. Yeah.
And the owl is with, I imagine, Silas. Where do you want the owl to travel with you, by the way?
Just on my shoulders.
Just on your shoulders. Okay. So as you're moving through, the ground shaking, these buildings very rough shape and very, beat up. You make your way between these two buildings, and as the ground kind of shakes and you're making your way through, the roof of a building on your left, as you're in this kind of tight alley, starts crumbling and slides off into the alleyway. I'm going to need the 4 people in the middle to make a dexterity saving throw. So effectively everybody except for Buru and Yoll. So I'll roll for the other 2.
The meaty boys don't have to roll.
Oh, fuck, man. I have danger sense. I have advantage on this roll.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
A crit. Yes.
Beautiful.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so Silas.
I'm saving this baby, bro. This baby is not dying on my hands.
Okay. So what did I get here? 4 and a crit, and then these 2. Okay, perfect.
Silas.
So Silas and Rhea are the only 2 who didn't make this. And you guys got very lucky. You are going to be taking 5 bludgeoning damage as just chunks of this roof just slide off and smash into you guys. The rest of you are able to kind of dodge out of the way, press yourself up against the building, and just watch this debris just fall onto Rhea and Silas. And Rhea gets knocked prone.
Oh.
And she stands up, and you can see this like kind of scrape and like a welt already starting to form on the side of her face. And she says, we just need to move quickly. Don't worry about me.
I have a DM question.
Mm-hmm.
The goodberry log that we ate, would that prompt a potential spell change? Like, how classes can change certain spells at a long rest? With the goodberry log,
long rest, it's once per day.
I thought they happened during a long rest.
They happen during a long rest because normally they happen on the day, but I'm pretty sure it's just
I think Krepe is actually right. I'm pretty sure it's the
they happen on a long rest just coincidentally because it's a convenient time to do them.
Yeah. So that goodberry log technically wouldn't have prompted such a thing. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, it just served as like the effect of a long rest.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Carrying on.
I'm also imagining this log like a licorice rope, basically.
Oh, bro, I could go for one of those right now.
Actually, I just
or like
looked
a
up
really thick for roll up.
I just looked up the cleric thing, and it says it is actually on a long rest.
That's why I said. That's why I said what I said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, but isn't he a priest?
cleric.
That's why I asked, because the log gave the effects of a long rest, and I was like, well,
Why are you guys calling it a fucking log?
you called it a log.
Yeah, you did.
You called it a
Fuck,
log.
I wish I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, why is it a log? I'm picturing like a big long of like poo poo.
Yeah, basically, I was thinking of big already.
Like Traxigor took a dookie. He just
Yeah, his little otter just fucking picking up his dress.
yeah. He said it took a lot of power. You know, he was on the toilet screaming. He had his shirt off. He took his shirt off, bro.
Yeah.
On the fucking toilet.
Take his fucking shirt off to take this log out of him, bro. Motherfucker had too much fish.
So far.
Poop jokes are always good.
I'm just going to add, by the way, to Rhea's action here. So when she says, she gets up and she just says, we just need to move forward. Don't worry about me. Don't look at me. Silas, and she like holds out her hand because you've been knocked prone too, and she holds out her hand to help you up.
Thank you.
Character
Rhea.
development.
Ooh.
Also, this is like the worst time to have a fucking brooding teenager with you.
I'm not a teenager.
I'm not talking about you, fuck.
Okay,
I'm talking about
okay.
the brooding teenager.
He
Oh.
broods. Okay. But she's ready to press on, and everybody else kind of got out of the way, including Harkina.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Okay, so I'll let you guys follow. I'm going to leave the NPCs there for just a sec. I'm going to follow along with you guys. So from where you are, Yoll, just in that street there, you know that basically directly to the east, or sorry, to the west, is the first bridge. The second bridge is to the north.
And the place we're going is to the west.
South of the first bridge.
Yeah, sorry, it's to the west and south.
Okay.
So are you heading towards the southern bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So from where you're standing, you can see the bridge. I'm actually going to move you up just so you can see. So you can see the bridge. Okay. You're not there though. So I'm actually going to
Yeah.
bump everybody up so you can
Just so we
take a
can
look.
visualize. Yeah.
Yeah. So you here.
Oh, it's on fire.
Okay. So you can see the bridge. You can see the gap, which is typically filled with water, but from the angle you're standing at, you can't actually see, like, what's in there if not the water. You can see though flames kind of licking up around the bridge. You can also see that there are some things on the bridge, which I will read to you here. Where the fuck did I put that? Okay. Okay. So standing on either end of the bridge, you can see that there is a bearded devil. So two bearded devils. Perched in between them on the kind of like stone railings on either side, there are in total 4 spined devils. So you remember that pink thing that you grappled in the boat? There are 4 of those. And they seem to just be kind of watching, looking around. I'm also going to have everybody make a religion check. And 15 is your goal.
Yoll.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Daggers.
So close.
And Buru don't
Also,
know
I'm going to
shit.
say this again, just because it seems like some people have forgotten. You can roll out of character, so it doesn't move the map back and forth every time anybody says anything. If you just type /OOC and then type in the chat box.
That's not a big deal.
It's pretty annoying.
Okay, so who didn't get 15?
Me.
Just you. Oh, and Buru. Where's Buru's? Oh, you got a 2.
I don't know
Okay.
shit.
So, despite not really kind of following the religion, you in kind of exploring the city just took a general interest in like the landscape, and you learned that there are actually on the guardrails, like the stone guardrails on either end of the bridge, there are holy runes carved into the bridge. And you know that everyone who got a 15 or higher, you know that those runes are actually wards to protect against fiends. What you have to do, though, is you have to say a prayer to Torm while touching them in order to activate them. And that prayer takes a full minute to activate properly.
Say a little prayer for me.
And
Wow.
we can see these from where we are, yes?
You can.
Baby.
Gantash knows what those are, and that's it, right?
Yep.
You and Gantash. Now you
Gantash.
might not know that Gantash knows.
I feel like I would assume that Gantash knows.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
assume it.
Yeah, you could assume it.
Like, contextually.
Mhm.
Gantash, I have an idea to get us across that bridge, but I need your help.
A little smirk pops up on Gantash's mouth. Allow me to pray to my god.
This is the stupidest question I've ever asked, but do you know that prayer?
Mr. DM?
Oh yeah. Actually, Yoll, you know it too.
Well,
It just
good
kind of
at it.
came as a lesson, from whoever was teaching you about the bridge.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I can buy you the time you need to ward the bridge.
Hmm. What do you need to get it done?
Nothing. I need you to ward the bridge. I need you to do it alone, and I need you to do it quickly.
I can help get you there.
Okay. Somebody should take this child. Someone should protect. If it's just me and it's just Yoll, I put somebody take this fucking baby.
And I just gladly take. I put out one arm. I'm
Kind
like,
of.
Buru, I need you to look after all of these guys while we're doing this, yeah? You're their last line of defense.
I will.
I'm here too.
You're their last line of defense. And Lulu, I'm going to need you to stay with them too. Is that okay?
Just kind of wedges herself out. Yeah, I guess it's okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hold on. Silas, how did you intend to help?
I could give you invisibility because you need to get past them.
I turn to Yoll.
Wait, hold on. He doesn't need to get past them. On the from what I
thought they
understand, on the posts at the mouth of the bridge are these runes, right?
Correct. Both sides of the bridge.
Yeah.
I thought they were with.
And there are fiends on the bridge.
Middle. In the middle.
They're on the
middle of the
bridge, yeah. So one kind of posted at either end, and 4
Oh, I see it.
equally spaced.
I thought they were beside the goblins. I was mistaken.
And
Goblins?
Say again, goblins. They're
Sorry.
devils. They're devils. Very, extremely different.
The dwarves on the bridge.
DM question.
Things are weird looking.
DM
Yes.
question. These posts, could I do like some fucking like run up to the post and like kind of hide behind it and say the prayer, or is it like kind of just out in the open? Like I'm just thinking tactically.
So they're about 3 feet high, and they're about 2 feet wide. So they're not huge, and there are guards posted,
Yeah.
Oh, the guards are posted at,
like within
The post.
within 10 feet.
but closer to the middle of the bridge, or like away from.
Yeah, closer to them. So on the
Okay.
bridge.
So great. So this is exactly as I expected it, and my plan is going to work flawlessly. I'm going to take this new tattoo for a spin.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would like to disguise myself as a bearded devil.
Yo!
Okay. Let me just make sure. You can. Yeah. Okay.
Admittedly, I don't see anything. I don't have any information about the disguise self spell, so I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
But
so it says you make
presumably-
yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, belongs in your person, look different until the spell ends. The only limitations is you can seem 1 foot shorter or taller and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangements of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of illusion is up to you. So you can, it's well within your.
I would like to be 1 foot taller,
So big,
like as large as I can get, effectively.
big bearded devil.
Big bearded devil,
Mm-hmm.
like tatted as all hell.
Okay.
Basically, I want to like look like authority.
Okay.
Bearded devil authority.
Okay.
This is gonna be funny as hell.
Okay.
Gantash, I'm going to draw them away from that pillar. And I need you on it immediately.
Do you need a little faith?
Isn't it sacrilegious to do something like that to something that looks like this?
It's the inside that counts, yo. And if things
Man,
go
you're
sour, you'll be as protected as you can be. I'll leave it up to you.
I think we could use every upper hand we can get. Shield of Faith.
I put my hand on his shell or his bearded shoulder.
Before this all starts, I actually want to hide, like, somewhere with the children. Like,
To be clear, I can't see a goddamn thing because of all these tokens.
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
lot.
this would be a little ridiculous for me to just.
Oh shit!
So you guys are back here, by the way.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
over
where
here.
You actually are.
Yeah, we're over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're over. We're back over here.
Yeah, we.
No,
were-
you're up north. You're up north. You're up here.
Jesus Christos. We're all here.
On.
This is where we are, y'all.
Okay, so when you go to touch him, by the way, Gantash, your hand moves through like different material. Like it's very obvious that like there's extra bits that have been added onto him that you just your hand goes right through it to get to the actual Yoll. So you feel actual Yoll underneath the illusion, and you're able to cast that spell. So what were you casting again?
Shield of Faith, giving him 2 AC.
Okay.
And so, may Torm guide us through this troubling time. And then say, let's do this. And I mind link with Yoll as well. I'll say, I'll be in here too.
And if you mind link with me, assuming I am willing, can he hear everything that I say aloud?
I don't think so.
No, I think you have to intentionally be speaking through your mind.
You forget I can read lips, so
My back will be to you. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I can read the lips of the. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll be focused in prayer, but that's a thing.
Yeah, and he's going a pretty good distance, by the way. Oh well, I guess if you're close, you're going with him, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna lurk behind.
He's going here, right?
Yep.
And I'm going like here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go first.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
I'm like in this villa. I'm in this fucking, I'm like. You go first. I gotta stand up for this shit, bro.
This is either gonna be really bad or really good.
I gotta stand up for this shit, bro. I'm fucking sweating.
Okay. So, the building that you're behind is a pretty well a perfect fit. It's a building that faces towards the bridge. So you're able to tuck in behind it, and you're able to. You can't really see out, but if you were to peek around the corner, you'd be able to get a good glimpse of the bridge.
I'm gonna start walking up to the bridge, like not trying to be sneaky or stealthy or anything. Just walking up to the bridge.
Okay.
As he starts to walk away, let me know when. I'll say in his head.
I'll say back. As soon as I have them engaged, take any chance you get.
Okay. So you're walking up towards the bridge?
Walking up towards the bridge.
Okay. And so the bearded devil on the end, the two closest spine devils, they just turn their head slowly and watch you as they're like these vultures basically perched up on the side rails. And the bearded devil, seeing you coming, seems pretty on guard, but has a relaxed look. And he just, as you get closer, he just says, as he speaks infernal when you walk up.
I just fucking realized this. I just realized. Oh no.
I would like to say it back. Like, mimic him.
Okay. And he just kind of seems like he looks a little confused and steps a little closer to you and says more like just totally indiscriminate. It's like a full sentence, like all in infernal.
Oh, that mind link.
Oh. Wait, hold on. DM question. Mm-hmm. Can he think back to me what was said?
Well, you can read lips, right?
I'm going to tell him what he said in infernal.
Okay.
I still can't speak it, but that's
Well,
Okay,
I think
hold on.
Simo can.
I can speak it. I can speak infernal.
Okay. So, so he asked, why are you coming to this side?
So I'm gonna think that to Yoll. Why are you coming to this side?
Stop it, step demon. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna think back to Gantash, asking him to translate. I come looking for news.
I'll say that back. I'll think that back to him in infernal.
In infernal, okay. You are going to Yoll. You're gonna have to give me a performance check on how well you speak infernal to this guy.
Yeah, I figured as much. Luckily for me, I have inspiration. No, I don't. I will. Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
If this goes poorly. Oh.
Oh!
Oh no!
This goes poorly. The poorest it could be. Oh no.
So
I want to fucking die.
he is going to just put his glaive on the ground and like kind of take a stance as though he's like blocking the bridge. And he's just going to kind of look you up and down.
As he does that, I would like to say to Gantash, like, hold off.
Just need to see his thing here. So he like looks you over to just inspect you as you're now kind of within range of him here. And your DC, do you remember what your DC was for the check?
13.
Yeah. And he rolled an 11 -1. So he does not at first see through your disguise as he's kind of first looking you over. And he says more indiscriminate things in infernal to you. It's about 2 sentences that he says. Gantash, you see, you can see what he's saying, and he says, "Are you slow? Why are you talking like that?"
Repeated back.
It's easier to taunt the humans in common. I've lost my touch.
I'll repeat it back.
And you're gonna say that? Okay. You're gonna give me another performance check.
Can't go worse.
You're gonna be doing 2 rolls here.
That's
Okay. Performance first.
Uh-huh. Okay. And you are going to give me a deception check.
Fuck, man.
More indiscriminate infernal that Gantash you see as how long did you spend with the humans?
I don't know how many years I was on the mortal plane. I'm just glad to be back.
Okay. Give me deception on that as well. And I'm going to carry your performance forward here.
Eventually, the rolls are going to get better, right? Better?
Um, he says, whatever. Line up for the assault. Over there. And he nods his way across the bridge.
Ooh.
As he says that, I'm going to start moving slowly. Think back to Gantash. Like, now's your shot, basically. Like, get in there. And then I would like to ask, as I'm passing the guy I'm talking to, I'd like to ask him in common. Wait, actually, hold on. Would I know if it's normal for a devil to speak common?
Give me a history check.
I'm gonna pee super fast, like super fast.
It's definitely not usual. But you've also heard devils speak common yourself.
As I'm passing him, I'd like to turn to him and just say, common? In common.
And in a very, like, doesn't quite roll off his tongue as easy as the infernal was, he just says, yeah, unfortunately.
Thanks.
Just line up for the attack.
All that time among humans really dulls the brain, you know?
Yeah. And you seem dull, big guy. Across the bridge.
By the way, during this conversation, Gantash began Operation Torm.
You're gonna start praying?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to get over there stealthily but briskly, if I can, and try to hide behind the pillar if I can.
What's his nuts not make you invisible? Did Silas not make you invisible?
Well, it wasn't. No one said it was necessary.
We can retcon it though, if you would like.
I asked him if he would, and then we got confused about where the pillars were. I thought they were on the other side. But I mean, I was ready to.
Yeah, if you're willing to do it, that's fine.
Okay. I'd appreciate that greatly, Silas.
I will do that. I'll do that.
Okay. So just remove the spell slot. That's fine if we retcon it. There was a little bit of a muddled thing there. Okay. So you start your prayer. And you can see the rune just start to emit like a faint glow as you start your prayer. Yoll, you're making your way across the bridge.
Yeah, but I'm still talking to the guy.
Yeah. And he just says, he just tells you, look, just, I don't care. Just line up. Get over there. It's right in front of that church. You can't miss it. There's going to be a big group of guys.
Do I see the glow by chance?
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Okay.
It's just the rune on his side.
Okay.
and he like rushes you. He's like, go, go. And he like reaches out to like put his hand on your back and push you.
I'd like to step out of the way of his hand.
Okay. You're able to do that, no problem. He's not like, you know, it's not like he's trying to hit you. He just reaches out slowly.
Why such a rush?
It's an assault.
They're not waiting for me.
No, but it's an assault. They're going to do it with or without you, and they better do it. They'd be better off doing it with you. Now go.
Are you saying that you think I'm good? You think I'm a good fighter?
Make a Jesus, I'm gonna make you make a it's a deception check again. It has to be a deception check. You know what? Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. And where you're standing is basically dead center of the bridge. All four of the spine devils are within they're within like 10 feet of you. You're basically dead center of these four and the bearded devil in front of you. I gotta be honest, I haven't met a devil that doesn't speak infernal. What is wrong with you? And he looks you up and down.
How long has Gantash been praying?
I'll say he's been at it about 20 seconds. You're just
Okay, 20 seconds. That's good.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't actually know that.
And he just says, what is wrong with your beard? And he like reaches out to touch it. All four of the spine devils looking in, and he's like reaching out to like grab at your beard.
I'm going to recoil from the hand.
Okay. And you recoil back and you kind of like push back up against the stone railing, which by the way, as you kind of recoil back and you look back, you may not have noticed it before because the railings were blocking your vision from the center of the bridge. But as you look over, you can't help but notice that there is a huge rift where the river was. It's just a massive, massive rift. And you look down and you do see actually a different river, not following the same path, but kind of crossing underneath it. This big, wide river, almost like if you can envision something you'd see in like the Amazon, like this big, wide, flowing gray river. And that river exists about, let me make sure I get this correct. So sorry. It's about a 700-foot drop.
Okay.
Into a river of water?
There's a river that flows like crossways, but other than that, you can just see this red and black hellscape with these different structures and creatures running around, and you can see there's a battle taking place below you as well. Hundreds of creatures battling on the ground. This 700-foot drop beneath you. And you recoil back, and he just says, "Wait a second. Say something in infernal. Now."
I will say, like, one of the sentences that Gantash translated for me. Like, just got back from the mortal plane.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me a performance on this one, and you need to do pretty well here.
There's no way I fuck it up 3 times in a row, right?
Nat 20.
Oh, no.
And he just at that he just says, no, something's not right here. And he like waves his hands in, and the spine devils start like very quickly crawling their way across the railings to get closer to you, and now they are surrounding you within 5 feet. And he just reaches out to grab again at your chest where the beard is kind of falling down, and you are backed up against this railing.
Okay, as he's reaching, I would like to do 2 things. I'd like to one thing that becomes 2 things.
Okay.
As his hand is getting closer, I would like to rage, and then I want to grab it and try and throw him over the edge.
Yo!
Okay. Okay. So this is going to be we're going to do some rolls, and then this is going to be where we end the session. So we'll do whatever initiative when we get back, but first you are going to roll your strength check to see if you can haul him over, and I will give you I'll roll for my contention as well.
So I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Can't.
Because I am raging. There's no way I fucked this up.
2 1s.
There's no way I fucked this up. There's no way I fucked this up. There's no way I fucked this up. There's a way I fucked it up.
Oh no.
We'll see what this roll is. The modifiers. Okay. So that's what we're going to call the session, and we'll figure out what happens when we get back.
Man, a lot of fucking bad rolls.
That's a lot of fucking bad
Yep.
rolls, guy.
Yeah. I had some really bad rolls too, but then those last couple, you couldn't be beat on the low end.